entire family. Good morning to you, all our callers, all our listeners, to all of our viewers online. For those of you that are locked on via whatever mechanism that you are, it's always good to have you guys on the inside with us. Let me say pleasant good morning going on to the management and staff of the Street 919 FM. Good morning to Mr. IWER George and his entire family. And as I get ready to dig into the dailies for today, the 15th of June 2021. Oh, and also let me do apologize for the late start. Just a bit challenging this morning, but nonetheless, I am here getting ready for Dominic to sign in and be here with me as well. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting on him, I'm going to get into the dailies and let's see what's taking place in TNT and around the world. So, headlines in the Express. Curiouser and curiouser. Okay. Pfizer vaccines going to intelligence community. Parasram Health Ministry took control of vials. Brown, shots not for the 1% government officials. Bookstores reopen. Yes, I don't know. A lot of people are happy for that as well. Yes, I don't know, because I have some books, some stuff for me to get for my little champion. So, heading on the inside, Tobago man to compensate ex-girlfriend for smashing her car. A Tobago man admitted to smashing a mirror on the car of an ex-girlfriend, was fined by the court and ordered to pay compensation to the victim. Wow. Okay. Dumba charged with assaulting woman granted $20,000 bail. Papa, you. 200,000 more jobs arrive from China. Okay, what's going on with my internet feed here? Right, nice. A total of 200,000 Sinopharm vaccines from China arrived in Trinidad yesterday. Trinidad and Tobago had received a gift of 100,000 Sinopharm vaccines previously. Hold on, let me get in quickly. All right, where am I? Yes. Previously from the Chinese government, bringing the total to 300,000 so far. A plane touched down at Piarco International Airport yesterday with the vaccines. That's good news. That's very good news. Very, very good news. Very, very good news. Right, so, right, continuing. U.S. gift of 80 vials to TNT mocked online. The online mockery generated from a social media post from the U.S. Embassy in Trinidad and Tobago announcing that it had donated 80 vials of COVID-19 vaccine to, hold on, to this country was reported on international news site Business Insider. Papa, you. Okay. What is this? All right. Please excuse me, guys. I'm trying to multitask here. Send out the the link so that everyone can check us out on Facebook and on YouTube. Pfizer vaccines going to intelligence community. The consignment of 400 doses of Pfizer vaccines is going to the intelligence committee within the Ministry of National Security, a government official said yesterday. Okay. Parasram, Health Ministry takes control of vials. The Ministry of Health was aware of an incoming donation of 80 vials of Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine just prior to its arrival in the country. But the necessary documents for the United States gift to the Ministry of National Security were up to yesterday not yet sorted. Okay. Will the two accused walk free? And this is with Sean Luke's investigation. Are the two men accused of murdering 6-year-old Sean Luke in 2006 going to walk free or be found guilty? Yeah. Nice. Debe family arrested. Pepper spray, taser guns, 1,192 cases of alcohol. A teenager charged with having cans of pepper spray and his mom, who allegedly had a taser and 2 guns, were among a family of 3 that faced a magistrate on Monday. Whoa. Okay, let me silence you right about now. Nice. Jail for breaking curfew, threatening a police officer. A Felicity man who threatened a police officer who caught him breaking... Oh gosh, no long boy waited on that. Right. Breaking curfew was jailed for 12 months, hard labor on Friday. Hospital worker struck and killed on the way to work. A Debe woman on her way to work at one of the nation's hospitals was struck and killed by a motorist shortly after sunrise on Monday. So, where am I? So at this time, let me say pleasant good morning to Mr. Dominic Romain.
Morning, sir. Morning.
Good morning to you, my friend. How are you this morning?
I am good, well rested. I appreciated the election.
Boy, this was our morning in particular.
Yeah.
I know going through the papers here, doing the Newsday and then the Guardian.
Right.
We have probably about 5 more minutes before we go to the break. Then by that time, after the break, I'll finish the Guardian most likely, and then we jump right in it.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So in the Newsday, really quickly, County Medical Officer offers tips for COVID-19 patients in home isolation. Yeah, I have a tip for all of them as well. Stay home. Please. Jeez. Cops on lookout for pre-curfew mad rush drivers. Yeah. Ministry warns of increased COVID-19 related issues in children. Cox, government supported more than 1/3 of population during pandemic. Kudos to Mayaro COVID-19 Action Task Force for initiatives. Contractors, workers disappointed. Construction sector remains closed. County Medical Officer gives home... Okay, that was the first story, basically. Trade Unionist Week's legacy honored at virtual symposium. Professor makes plea, don't forget local heroes. Pity Valley man kills relative over cheating suspicion. Hey boy. Opposition wants private sector input in vaccine rollout. Okay. Guardian Group, UN offer 10 scholarships. Trade unions plan for virtual Labor Day celebrations. Cop sees pistol ammo in Maracas fishing village. Another cop dies from COVID-19. Lee when are we getting relief grants? Who's we talking about? 4 children rescued from Marima home. AG on ANV fake oil probe. Asks Kamla. Yeah. So guys, these are the stories making way in the news day. When we're heading to the break now. When we come back from the break, we are going to get into the Guardian. So keep it locked. We'll be right back. When we come in, we're going to get into the Guardian, and then Dominic is going to take over and we're going to get ready. I have something I have to run and do very quickly while Dominic takes over. So guys, we'll be right back. Keep it locked.
Plenty pace, you like when I ride it. Bend, but I never break. I know that you like it so. Big my body good, talk, body good. Rail scene like we Hollywood. All set, everybody good. Bring it back, your body not gay. 2 times they're calling my name. Come put that thing in your face. Take a sip, tell me how it tastes. Are you ready for me? Eh, goody bam, 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 goody bam, bam. Are you ready for me? Eh, goody bam, 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 goody bam, bam. Are you ready for me? Goody bam, 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 goody bam, bam. Are you ready for me? Eh, goody bam, 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 goody bam, bam. You wanna see how I roll that thing and get on? You wanna see how I bubble and dip and back? You wanna see you rise like a in the morning. I wanna see you work for it, yeah, work for it, yeah. I like when it's plenty. You like when I ride it slow. Bend, but I never. I know that you like it, so big deal, come up body good. Rail scene like we Hollywood. All set, everybody good. Look cute, but I'm terrible. Bring it back, you're falling again. 2 times you're calling my name. Sweat run like horse in a race. Come get that jump in your face. Are you ready for me? Eh, goody bam bam bam, goody bam bam. Are you ready for me? Eh, goody bam bam bam, goody bam bam. Are you ready for me? Goody bam bam bam, goody bam bam. Are you ready for me? Eh, goody bam bam. Take a time, you wanna see how I roll that thing and get on. You wanna see how I bubble and dip and back. You wanna see you rise like a in the I wanna see you work for it, yeah, work for it, yeah. I like when it's plenty. You like when I ride it slow. Bend, but I never. I know that you like it so.
Tune into the street 91.9 FM
every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
for the Repairing of the Breach radio program with me, Bishop Showinau Thomas.
The scripture says, "And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Thou shalt raise up the foundation of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairers of the breach, the restorers of the paths to dwell in."
Don't miss it. Repairing the Breach radio program with Bishop Sherwin R. Thomas on the street 919 FM every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
You don't need a mic to amplify your voice or a pen to rewrite history. You don't have to be a legend to inspire or use a podium to be a leader or have a title to be called successful. You don't need a classroom to be educated or even a radio to hear this message. And the world is yours to mold. All you need is passion and a deep connection to what you believe in. And you can make anything happen. When life is on, you can be mobile.
Be mobile. Just be.
If you're a small or medium business looking to grow, then you simply need more customers. This is where we can help. Did you know people are Googling keywords right now for your products and services, but they can't find you? We help small businesses just like yours take advantage of online ninja advertising techniques to get more customers and more sales. Did you know there are thousands of businesses in Trinidad and Tobago that are not properly taking advantage of online marketing strategies? This means there's plenty of opportunity for you. We can help you put together targeted marketing campaigns using Google, Facebook, Instagram, etc. to get you more customers, all while spending pennies on the dollar. Give us a call today for your free business consultation. Call 363-4030. That's 363-4030. One more time, 363-4030.
Sign up and save with Green Dot. When you subscribe to any of our broadband packages, you get 30% off the installation fee, allowing you to stream your favorite shows on any of your devices. Update your social media accounts and connect with friends and family. Stay on top of the class with online learning sessions. Or keep your team in the loop with virtual meetings, all at an affordable price. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait. Call 224-GDOT today to sign up and save with Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko in San Luis Grande is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Sundays, Ministry of Worship Children's Hour and the Word from 1 to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Wednesdays, we deal with current affairs from a biblical perspective from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Facebook, email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
At Health and Wealth Lifestyle, we offer a wide range of services: blood analysis, iridology, acupuncture, foot detox, foot massages, gua sha, hot stone therapy, fire therapy, legs and feet massage therapy, mineral scrubs, acrotherapy, cupping.
We also have a wide variety of supplements: silver, zinc and magnesium, body light, and lots more.
We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle operate our business in a clean, safe, and comfortable environment. We frequently sanitize our compound and abide by all the COVID guidelines that are currently in place.
So come on down to Health and Wealth Lifestyle, where we treat you like family. Book your appointment today. Call us at 1-868-275-8359
or 1-868-288-1108.
And remember, your health is your wealth, and prevention is always better than medication.
Smile, beauty's in every aisle to take care of your body. We have all you need to stay healthy. Yeah, more to love. Yes, it's true. Pennywise, just for you.
Pennywise gives you more to love.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
So welcome back on the inside. If you're just joining me, you're locked on to the Street 919 FM. This is your Titans of Democracy. And with Dominic Romaine and Bruce Wayne, I'm just going to continue in The Guardian, and then I'm going to hand you over to Dominic for just a bit while I go and straighten out some stuff and come right back. So, headlines in The Guardian: curfew rages. So let's get on the inside and see what's taking place. So, man killed by relative during argument. The victim has been identified as Ricardo Otley of Douglas Trace, Sparrow Drive, Simeon Road, Petit Valley. Okay, that story was from also in the Newsday. Residential Care Association worried about finances. The Trinidad and Tobago Residential Care Association, TTRCA, said yesterday that some of its elderly homeowners are facing a financial crisis. SATT completes first leg of vaccinations. Okay. Doctors report 25 cases of multi-symptom inflammatory syndrome in children. Carnival stakeholders willing to help in vaccine rollout. Okay. More roadblocks coming. Police to crack down on pre-curfew rush. TCL to maintain cement prices at this time. That's great news for me. Very good news. Smooth reopening of hardwares and bookstores. Amalgamated ships 35,000 bottles of water to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Apache shot dead in Enterprise. ANV probe not over for cops. Investigators coming to help. Teen fined for breaching curfew to visit sick mom. Professor warns of serious post-COVID issues after virus. Preparations for SEA exam. Invigilators on the way. Santa Flora teen missing. And these are the stories that are making way in the Guardian, the Express, and the Newsday at this time. So I will now hand you over to Mr. Dominic Romaine.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I sent you two.
I'm not here.
I sent you.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I sent you two.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, you sent two? I think I sent over one just now. Let me see. Okay. Oh, I just sent the first. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Two of them kind of linked. Yeah. But I just wanted to touch briefly on one of the stories, the headlines that you read with respect to that Pfizer vaccine, right? So I see that as I would have mentioned on Sunday because it is a story that would have originated on Sunday. Morning, Angie. I would have just mentioned it on Sunday morning because I knew it was going to become a topic based on where it originated, right?
Okay.
So on Sunday morning, the man who is really competing hard to become the national nuisance, Philip Alexander, would have done a live where he claims that he would have gotten this document, right? Purportedly, it is some letter that was given to some person who he says brought in the vaccines and so on. And he claims he got it in his email, along with information that customs had seized the vaccines. Because customs didn't know anything about it, and this one didn't know nothing, the ministry didn't know, and the embassy didn't know, and all of that. And he thought that, hey, I have an aha moment, I catch them, right? So he says that when he got this document, the first thing that he did was to send it to the commissioner of police, and he informed the commissioner, well, you know, I'm sending it to you for investigation, but I'm going to go live because, as I said, he figured he have something. There's this live, and then figure, well, I got you. I saw it, and saying, there he goes again. So, whole day on Facebook, he only posting, well, 9 o'clock tonight, Sunday night, he going live. And he's going to reveal the real, as Dane used to say, you know? And okay. Bruce, so Sunday night, my boy come all hot and sweaty, right? Going to bust the mark and thing. Start a rant and rave, you see him. Well, about 10 o'clock, somebody sent him the release from the U.S. Embassy. Now, man, deflate like a balloon that you pop. You only was the cry. The man, you know, just wax poetic. He ended what? Disappointed because he thought, this thing, we had to break the seal and we had to break the lid on this, and how can this not end in here? And he continues to push his rhetoric. But again, I make the point that, and as I would have said on Sunday, that there are a lot of people in this country who have seemingly adjusted their mental frequency to tune into anything that is anti-government. You see, Bacchanal and Couture, they love that. And he is like the local Scooby-Doo, every day sniffing all over the place, looking for a conspiracy to unmask. And at the end of the day, it ends up being a big nothing. And you know that journalism in this country has gone to the dogs when it is that the so-called senior journalists in this country are pushing a story based on a man whose credibility is in the dump heap. Right? So he is making claims that, customs didn't know and customs sees it and all kind of thing. Where is the evidence of that? Because you produce a document that you say you got in your email, but everything else that you have claimed, you fail to produce any evidence on that. But the members of the illiterati so lapping up this. And there's such an embarrassment. The unpatriotic nuisance Congress that a whole set of their supporters, Bruce, gone on the Facebook page of the U.S. Embassy to cuss out the embassy, to tell them how they corrupt. Yeah.
Wow.
I went to and over 200 and something comments on the Facebook page of the U.S. Embassy.
Wow.
Or the U.S. Embassy is PNM and they're trying to cover up for the government. And that is an embarrassment. But they think that the U.S. Embassy not reading these comments, but I hope they read it. Look at the Facebook profiles of all these people who saying these things and accusing them. And when next their visa come up for renewal, take note, put a note on the system. Just go in and see, let me see, our visa. All right. Oh, that's what they say? All right, no problem.
And?
With you. Yeah. When you do it, and you know, and I'm sure a lot of them have visas, but not thinking that. But you go on the Facebook page of the people to tell them all kind of thing, accuse them of all kind of thing. Really? But I expect nothing different from the illiterati. It's embarrassing the country. And they're allowing the Pied Piper of mischief to lead them down that road. So he come back again last night. But last night he was, oh gosh, because I guess he was hurting whole day. He thought, hey, I catch them. Well, man, he take off last night and Fitzgerald Hines, because all of them vexed because Mr. Hines said in the parliament last week, if COVID had a face, it would be the UNC. Well, they tooting on that. They vex. Well, if I could have found something worse than COVID to compare them to, I would. I always say they are a basket of deplorables, and I make absolutely no apologies for that. And if you want evidence of how much of a basket of deplorables they are, as I said, just go on the Facebook page of the U.S. Embassy and see. Well, let them continue their foolishness.
Good, yes.
But I'll probably touch on him maybe Sunday, maybe. If I feel mischievous. Yeah. Let's kill him dead, he was. But anyway, so he needs somebody to deflate that ego of his.
Dominic, I'll leave in here for 5 minutes or so and come back.
All right. let me see, boy. I was wondering if I should play that because the first video is about 2 minutes something, right?
Okay. Let's see.
All right, so here what to do. Just play the first video, just about 2 minutes and something, and then the second one I'll tell you where to play it from. So that should take up the difference at the time, right?
Okay, cool.
This first video, I don't know if you would have heard about it. There's a young man who is a spoken word poet, and apparently he's a comedian as well. Okay. Would have he did some comic relief something on channel on WESN, which I believe is Louis Leesing's television station. And he had a piece where he was bad talking or ill speaking Tobago, and it has caused a bit of an uproar. So much so that the chief secretary would have responded. I saw the minister of education also responded to it, and Fali Augustine, among others, would have also spoken to it, right? And people upset in Tobago because of the content of what he said.
So this
guy.
The first one is where they say man insults Tobagonians. That's the first one, or the first one is Fali?
The first one is the guy who they say insult.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Apparently, that station, they have like a weekly something where they feature a different comedian every week now, but amateur comedians.
Okay.
But this guy is no stranger to controversy because last year he was he would have surfaced last year during the election campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And he would have done a spoken word advertisement for the UNC, and it would have caused a bit of uproar. And then he would have gone on Facebook, because they were sharing the post on Facebook, and persons were some people were upset about the content, and then he went on the post, and under it he put, but he's a supporter of the PNM, he just do a work. So the UNC offer him money, and he did it, you know. So he has resurfaced again, and this piece that we're about to play is causing a bit of upset in Tobago, and to some extent Trinidad as well, because there have been a lot of people in Trinidad who've condemned it. But what I will play further from Fali Augustine we'll speak to that issue. So you can go ahead and play it. It's just over 2 minutes.
Okay.
Alright, I want to bad talk Tobago for a little bit. What to do with Tobago? Like, when we gonna stop like pretending they're important? I know you're thinking, oh gosh, but listen, I come in here and I say good night Trinidad, and nobody bat an eye. Nobody say, excuse me, what about our sister Isle? Nobody say that. If you think about our country's name too, Trinidad and Tobago, if you just think about it embedded with us, Tobago, not important. And I know you're probably thinking, hey Kyle, barrel harsh when you're saying that for. But if somebody come up to you and say, you have a Tobago face, would you be offended? Yeah, they hate us, Tobagonians. I don't know why. But I walk up into Cheese's Chicken in Tobago and I say, hello, may I have some napkins? You're from Trinidad? I don't know how Tobago is. So I learned to read at a young age, so it's hard to get the accent if you're literate. Everybody relax. Comedy. So I think they feel like we better than them. Your beach is nice. We have one secondary school. Like, bro, everybody in Tobago is passing their first choice. But we, like, no, as a matter of fact, think about their national bird, a cockrico. How low your self-esteem have to be to walk up to a Down syndrome pigeon and be like, that's it, that's the one, write it down. What? So make me sound better, make me say better. I think it would. I guess everybody saying, hi, yo, this real harsh, oh my God, what you doing? But listen, I will apologize to my sister Isle, to every Tobagonian watching this right now, all earlier gathered around the village TV. I am sorry. Joking. I love Tobago. No, for real. I love Tobago. I met my fiance in Tobago. For real, true story. I met her in Tobago. Don't worry, she's not Tobago. She's attractive. I met her over there, and my life get good. So Tobago always have a special place in my heart. I met my fiance there. I mean, usually in a crowd I would like get claps. Yeah, that's right. Getting married. That's I just really excited to be in a good, healthy relationship.
Yeah, Bruce.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not trying to get the next one up to play.
Right. So you would just play that one from about 21 minutes.
Okay.
This is Falia got responding to the young man.
All right. So hold on. From about how much you say?
From about 21 and a half minutes, 21 minutes thereabout.
Inside, okay.
Yeah. You know, and I play that because I think I found it very disappointing that for somebody who is aspiring to be the next Chief Secretary for Tobago, to be talking this kind of talk and pushing division just to advance the PDP's cause for perhaps full Tobago independence. They're looking beyond internal self-government, Tobago autonomy. They're talking about secession.
How long is it running for?
I'm not going to play the whole thing. I might just play maybe about 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
That somehow Tobagonians, we speak badly because we have a different linguistic outlook and upbringing than Trinidad. That somehow every Tobagonian is ugly. I've heard Calypsonians that sang about every Tobagonian knows Predway like what on the face and all kind of thing. I have heard the disrespect before from other comedians, but I see some English lit teachers on the live, and any English lit teacher or anyone who did English lit knows that when we were studying Shakespeare and we look at what happened at court, there was always what we call a court jester or a comic or a comedian at the court. So the jester was always there at court, and the jester always had a responsibility to not just make people laugh, but to always speak his truth in a way that no other person at court could, because the kings or the queens will seldom kill the comedian or seldom kill the jester, because they see the person as just a comedian, but they tend to use comedy to speak truth. You see, Kyle spoke his truth, because what Kyle spoke is what almost every Trini has subconsciously, unconsciously tend to take into themselves. I see people like Theon on the chat. I can remember Theon doing a post or going up against some Trinis who were trying to rank Trini beauties and where beautiful women came from. And somehow the beautiful women could only come from parts of Trinidad where people are brown skin or look like the mulatto or French Creole or European descendants, or they have mixed breed. And somehow, if you're from Tobago, you could not dare qualify to have some of the prettiest girls in the country. And somehow, as an island, we don't ever stand up for ourselves, except on rare occasions like this, when all we could do is become keyboard tigers and cuss out a Kyle and get riled up. But we need to get riled up. This issue is bigger than Kyle. Kyle is symptomatic of the system that is Trinidad and Tobago. Kyle is a reflection of what this country has always been since independence. Tobago never wanted to be joined with Trinidad. The truth is, Tobago has a culture and history that is closer to the Eastern Caribbean than it is to Trinidad. So Tobago never wanted to join with Trinidad. And then when it did, and Trinidad was looking for independence, nobody from Tobago went along with Eric Williams and them to fight for independence for Trinidad and Tobago. We were not a part of the framing of the national constitution, the independence constitution. We were not a part of the Republican constitution framing because no one saw us as being important. We belong to a country where our first prime minister thought that Tobago should be the place to just mine goats, that we should not fight up with Trinidad, we shouldn't be spending money to fix Tobago after Hurricane Flora. That's the reality of our existence. So why are we going to pretend today like what Kyle said is so outrageously uncommon, when what Kyle has said today is so very common but sad at the same time? So hear what I say, forgive Kyle, and you have to make it your duty to educate every single Kyle that is out there. You have to make it your duty to not just be proud just today because Kyle upset you, but you have to be proud for always. You have to make it your duty, if you are a teacher on this island, to ensure that the children that you teach understand their history and understand the life they live and why they live that life. I am not saying I was the best teacher this island ever had, but I could tell you one thing about Speyside High School where I taught, and why I will always big up Speyside High School as one of the best schools on the island. As a teacher at Speyside High School, I used to be allowed to take my sixth formers and my students out of the classroom and to walk through the whole village of Speyside with the students. And you know why I used to walk through the village? When I used to teach development studies to sixth formers and teach macro and micro fundamentals of an economy and so on, I will let the children walk through the entire village with me, pointing out the areas of development, pointing out the areas of deficiency, pointing out what we're lacking, pointing out what we have advantages in. Speyside High School used to allow me to do that. We had sometimes a week where we would cut off all the regular teaching and we will bring artisans from all over the island. We used to call it Art Week. We'll have it once every calendar year, every academic year, and we will not teach anything, not even maths and English, and all teachers and students will sit together and learn from granny and auntie and mommy and uncle and all the people around the artistry of Tobago. We will learn that collectively. At Speyside High School is the first place I saw school children baking in dirt oven. And I'm saying that should be more than just once in a while for a Tobago school. Tobago has responsibility for curriculum.
Dominic? Dominic?
Yeah, you can stop with that, Bruce.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
I know.
I say I'll be right back.
Still in here.
Serious. How come everything up here?
Yes, no.
Yeah. You hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I say I'll be right back.
Right. Right. So I would have seen it fit to Trinidad and Tobago to play that little clip there, but what the part that really drew my attention is the claim by Mr. Augustine, who is aspiring to be the next chief secretary for Tobago, talking about how what this unfortunate comic piece that this young man would have done, where, I don't know, he probably thought that it was smart, cheeky, to talk what he talked about. And I agree that it was insultive to Tobago. But for Mr. Augustine to make the assumption or to make the assertion that what this young man said is reflective of the thinking of the majority, as he says, of persons in Trinidad, to my mind is even more unfortunate than what this young man would have done. right? Because that type of talk, and remember the PDP has a following. They would have gotten over 12,000 votes in the last THA election held on January 25th. They have supporters. I would probably say to some extent their support is growing. And they are right. All Tobagonians are right to take issue with what the young man said. But this view that is reflective of the thinking of the belief of majority of Trinidad and Tobago, as I said before, is unfortunate, because you're pushing seeds of division between Trinidad and Tobago now, causing Tobagonians now to probably hate Trinidadians, especially your supporters who just seem inclined to hang on your every word and that of your leader, Watson Duke. But that is not correct, because there are a lot of people who promote Tobago. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of people who will admit that there's a lot of things about Tobago that is better than Trinidad. We will admit for a long time I've heard people say that Tobago is held to a higher moral standard and a higher moral code than Trinidadians. There are a lot of people who hold to that view, albeit that, that position has come under question given the amount of persons who would support Watson Duke. But that is their right so to do if they want to continue to support a man who's been very disrespectful to women, a man who is loud, boisterous, and so on. I don't need to give you the running list of things, characteristics of this man. We all know it. But that is an inaccurate statement for him to make, that the wider Trinidad and Tobago, that the wider Trinidad is of that view. And I want to ask Mr. Augustine, if you think that is such an appropriate statement to make, what would have been your position, or how would you have felt if, when Chrislyn Moore made the statement, when Trinidadians come to Tobago, put Visine in the water and give them diarrhea, if it is that somebody of influence or position in Trinidad had done a live similar to yours and said, well, forgive Chrislyn, because what Chrislyn just said there is reflective of the wider views of the majority of Tobago towards Trinidadians, that the majority of Tobagonians believe that when Trinidadians come across there for holiday, for vacation, for a little relaxation, to patronize Tobago, that we should put Visine in the water and give them diarrhea. What would have been your position? Obviously, you would have taken umbrage to that, right? And again, I stress the point that as somebody who's aspiring to be a leader, if it is that your intention, your focus is on secession, because as you said before, Tobago never wanted to join with Trinidad, and that nobody from Tobago supported or went with Eric Williams to get independence for Trinidad and Tobago. You make the point that the cultural history and so on of Tobago is more aligned with other Caribbean countries as opposed to Trinidad. Tells me that you're not willing to make it work. But that is your personal view. And I find it almost laughable that you can make such a definitive statement with respect to the first Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Eric Williams, to say that his view was that you shouldn't develop Tobago after Flora, implying that Mr. Williams's position was that Tobago was perhaps some backwater ward of Trinidad and therefore it wasn't worthy of being developed. When you were probably, based I think on your age, you weren't even around when Eric Williams was Prime Minister. I think you would have been born after he died. So your comments with respect to what the position of Mr. Eric Williams was with respect to Tobago certainly isn't based on any empirical data. Because this is the first I'm hearing of that was Mr. Williams' position. But if somebody knows better, perhaps they could tell us. I don't know. Because I too would have come after, well, Mr. Williams, and not long after, but the fact is that is an incorrect statement to make. Again, I'm not too familiar with that whole history surrounding the independence and so on, but I believe that Mr. Robinson, former Prime Minister, former President Robinson, would have been a part of the PNM at one point in time, and I've never heard anybody say that he was against Trinidad and Tobago getting independence. So that being the case, and given the influential position that Mr. Robinson would have held, not just in Trinidad, but internationally as well, in the establishment of the International Criminal Court, certainly he's one of our more distinguished citizens coming from Tobago. And I would think, if it is that he in fact supported Trinidad and Tobago getting independence. And that whole statement that you made there is a total falsehood. But again, it speaks to what the PDP offers. Where is your condemnation when it is that you had your supporters like Bernie Gregg doing a live every time the Prime Minister has a press conference, she has to give a running commentary afterwards. And just before Easter, when the Prime Minister would have had conversations with the Prime Minister and he would have made the statement about Tobago is the place to be for Easter. And then she did a live, again, your supporter, talking about how Trinidadians come into Tobago to give Tobagonians COVID and kill out Tobagonians. Where was your condemnation of that? I just asking the question. So, rightly so, you take issue with what Kyle Hernandez said. I too took issue with it. I found that bit of comedy was in very poor taste. But that type of position from somebody who's aspiring for the highest office of leadership in Tobago should be condemned. And as a Trinidadian, I take issue with that because you're not speaking for me, because that is not my position at all. Not my position. I don't think that Tobago is any less. As a matter of fact, I think Tobagonians are more strongly rooted in their culture than Trinidad. And I would say that as a Trinidadian. He talked about a little further on, we didn't play that part, about Carnival being more based on Port of Spain and is more of a Trinidadian thing. Okay. But Tobago Heritage Festival is Tobago. That is uniquely Tobago. There is no, as far as I'm aware, there's no element of Trinidad in that, and we don't begrudge that. As a matter of fact, I think it lends to the uniqueness of that. That is intrinsically Tobago. We have no problem with that. Trinidadians do complain about that. We would come across to Tobago to experience that Tobago culture. Whenever I go abroad and have the opportunity, if I have to promote Trinidad and Tobago, I wouldn't talk about Maracas Beach as much as I would talk about Pigeon Point. And we know a lot of Trinidadians hold that view. If you have to talk and compare beaches in Trinidad and Tobago, Pigeon Point is the place to go, and they have other beaches. We talk about the Nyland Pool. I don't think we don't have anything in Trinidad to compare to that. So we recognize that Tobago has its unique features that need to be promoted and that stands above things that we have in Trinidad. So for you to make that statement is, to my mind, extremely unfortunate. I don't have to call it as I see it. Or I would have seen the response of the Chief Secretary of Tobago as well, who in his response on social media would have made a similar statement. Not as lengthy, but he would have mentioned that what Kyle said is reflective of a wider opinion across the waters, meaning Trinidad. And again, given that there is no empirical data to support that and simply a view, because a lot of people in Trinidad who will review that, that Tobagonians snub Trinidadians, that Tobagonians hold themselves to a higher standard than Trinidadians. Okay, that is how it has always been. But again, I am strongly condemning someone in the position of Ali Augustine making a statement and trying to characterize Trinidadians as, in the main, the majority, holding out that Tobagonians are lesser than. But I guess it took something as unfortunate as this to bring that out. But we see, and I understand why it is you're promoting that, because again, the PDP's position is about secession. That Tobago and Trinidad need to go their separate ways. Country of Tobago, country of Trinidad. And you've seen an opportunity now for you to profit from this and to advance that cause because of one unfortunate young man. Well, you too, sir, your statement, to my mind, is very unfortunate. Bruce, you got to open the line for a little bit. I have another issue that I wanted to touch on, so I guess we'll take some calls anyway.
Okay, no problem. We have a call on the line. Caller, good morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Morning to you, Bruce.
Morning.
And the defender. Mother morning. Grandmother in Tobago, Mr. Landy, the whole of Tobago and everybody. Since we are dealing with Tobago, my financial guru, thank you. So let me see if I could add anything to that. Tobago, from being a Trinbagonian, Tobago, from living in Trinidad, if you want to get Africanist, go Tobago. Not so? If you want to know what Africanist is, that's why they have Tobago Heritage Festival, not Carnival. And because to me, from my point of view as a Trinbagonian, Tobago is more African-oriented than Trinidad. Won't you say so, gentlemen?
True.
All right. So let's how to put it? Let's go into what Mr. Farley, what Dominic just explained. Who goes to the population that goes to Tobago most of all? Who boasts years ago that the largest population of Trinbagonians go to Tobago is of what race? Who boasts of that? You understand my point? So if Farley is referring to Trinbagonians, then he had to be talking to one particular race. Because they boast if 100 people go to Tobago, they boast that 70% of it is them.
Yes.
Not so. So then who is he referring to? You understand, the UNC for years, or the opposition for years, has always been trying to put Tobago, even under the People's Partnership, try to put Tobago separate from Trinidad. You know why? Because the 2 seats, a man made a decision, and I would remind my grandchildren and my great-grand once I'm alive. A man made a decision on moral, and here we're going on. We have a next Tobagonian inside, just as dark as he is too. Made a decision on moral, it was 1818, was it? A president at the time made a decision, 1818, you know. So we are divided. He has given away his 2 seats. His seat and a lady in seat, I forget her name, Pamela Nicholson was her name, and made Pan Prime Minister. In so doing, they made him Minister Extraordinaire. And he went to Africa. When he come back, they gave him all kind of name. He bring back a hat and a stick and a thing. Boom, he became president. God foresee that. And made a decision on moral. Hear what? Moral and spiritual values. And he put who in charge? Mr. Manning. What that tells you about the opposition. Gentlemen, enjoy your day. Tobagonians, all they catch all yourself, you know. This is all their last chance. After that, and Watson, you take all and go. I want to see how all they surviving. We're only going to take the oil and carry it. The gas and oil that all they making noise that all they want more for. And then all they... Anyhow, gentlemen, thank you very much. Enjoy your day.
Thank you. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce. Good morning, Dominic. Good morning, Ms. Batera. Good morning to Trinidad and Tobago, the whole of Bonnet Gardens and Monco. Morning. Well, Bruce and I'm Dominic. I didn't think nothing about that because I know the majority of Tobagonians ain't want that at all. It's only 1 or 2 of them, and them themselves want that it's just noise they want to making to get in the political seat. But the majority of Tobagonians don't want, because the majority of people in Trinidad have a grandmother from Tobago, the great grandmother, the uncle is somebody. So that ain't gonna work at all. 1 or 2 of them like Farley and them, there's something wrong with them. Anyway, let me say love to my few friends. Good morning, Mammy Sauce. Good morning, Party Street. Good morning to Jackie and Jackie. Miss Friday. Good morning, Miss Peacemaker. Miss Gloria and Miss Faizabad. The lovely people of Tobago. Good morning. Roman Oga. Good morning. Girlfriend. And those who are Mafia, get up. And love to everybody. We ain't leaving Tobago. Tobago ain't leaving we. We tie like 2 chains hook up together. We ain't moving. Love the friend Tobago. Sharon! Gone.
Mano is tears. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce. Morning, Dominic.
Morning.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, concerning the whole thing with the Kyle Hernandez, I think the guy name.
Yes.
He was a man from UE and stuff like that, and I know he did promotion for the UNC. But I honestly believe that Kyle and them did that in order that the thing coming up in Parliament with the Tobago the thing for Tobago, and I believe he did that. They had that in plan. He did that so that Farley and them fellas could push their agenda. I too honestly believe that. because the way that it go wrong and how they play it, and I think they give a lot of airplay and everything, and I believe that so that Fally and them could comment on it, and you see the road that Fally go wrong, and that is what Buchanan road that they're going on all the time now, that they will be able to capitalize on that, to brace Trinidadian and to show that they want independence so that they can influence the people over there. So I honestly believe that was done because you know how Kyle is to me, he's a supporter of the UNC, and I the UNC plan all the time, and they know what they're doing, and I believe so. I could be wrong, but I believe so. Thank you, Dominic, for allowing me in this contribution.
Thank you. Yeah, man. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Dominic. Morning, Bruce.
Morning.
I want to endorse all what our caller said. This thing looks like a plot, you know? But at the end of the day, I mean, the business people in Tobago, you understand? Even when the world going through all kind of economic downfall and all of that, it's Trinidad majority of the time that's full of the Tobagonian economy, all the guest house, all the hotels, majority of the time is what it is called local tourism. That's full. So that thing was Fally and them getting on with, all they need to fix sense of that nonsense Tobagonians wake up and don't let Fally and them carry all down the road of destruction. But I want to change gear a little bit this morning. I'm calling on Mr. Prasad Misesa to stop inciting violence in this country. As a political leader, you should know better. You're trying to insurrect this 1990 business. It is awful. It is distasteful. And I'm hearing on the television this morning, people trying to make excuse for that. You understand? These people, I want people to understand in Trinidad what it is going on. These people will do anything to destabilize this country because of power. And my grandmother always teach me, when people want power so desperately, it's people to watch. These are people to watch. They don't have good intention. You understand? So Mr. Stad, you need to come out and give the public a public apology for this nastiness that you're trying to incite in this country. Right? The people reject all you. And what you're doing, you're only putting yourself down and hold more and more and more again. You understand? Or they're not doing nothing. Imagine your idea of a proper vaccine rollout thing is to have a drive-through. When you don't take this thing, people have to sit down, people have to do all kind of things, check with the nurses and all kind of things. This is your idea, this is what you're pushing, that you so different than the PNM, that you have this big master plan compared to the PNM. Well, you're not pack of stupidness, or you're just stabilizing this country. But I want to tell all you, great is the PNM and we will always prevail. But as I talk, locked on and listen, thanks.
Yeah, man, bless. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce. Morning, Dominic, Sharon, and everybody else. Dominic, what I have to say this morning from those two clips, the three first one, the fellow, whoever who spoke there, he need to speak more about his grandparents, who apparently came from this little island. But you see what Mr. Fally did? I don't know if the lead lady heard him to know that he sinks tourism right down, because what he should have done was to pick out some places and explain to the man how nice Tobago is. He could have described the Buku Reef to his people. Some people never came, let them know they had to go out in deep waters and just come out and stand up in the ocean. They can't do it anywhere else. And go on with all the tourist sites and everything that goes on here. That is what he should have spoken about. Not to carry Tobago down in a gutter that he alone did this, he did this, and he did that. And the first Prime Minister he calls him to go high school free with all his education he has. And I have plenty more to talk, but the point is, there are more people to talk, so I wasn't able to continue. I'm going out. They take like me. I used to do that. I was talking on the air. I used to take bread and sell Walk Village in the morning. Dominical want bread, they take 12 cents bread, 6 hours of bread. Me go me do domestic work. I talking make a local thing. I tell her no. For much years? I had leave school. I was 14 when school closed in July, September month. I didn't go back to school. I had a school leaving certificate. And I did domestic work, and I went into nursing, and I head up to be a ward sister of a ward. I will do maternity, deliver some of the babies, and do other things. So let you not talk anything and figure out Tobago and anything. Let he talk about himself. Everybody here developing themselves, who's selling in a parlor and doing something. Okay? Let you take that. So me I know what you're talking about. Okay, right.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you, good.
Good morning, Mr. Porter Spain.
Good morning to you, Dublin.
Morning, sir.
You all hear me clear?
Yes, we are.
Loud and clear.
Well, this morning, really and truly, gentlemen, and good morning to the listeners, home and abroad, 919, Mr. IWER George, and all the members of the staff. My heart goes out with Mr. Wendell Eversley. Mr. Wendell Eversley, if you're listening, God bless you, my brother. You imagine that an opposition leader, no relevant whatsoever, Dominic, she must believe that we come from La Land or somewhere. And then we see a member of parliament this morning dribbling like a bumblebee. After asked questions, can you answer the reason why that was relevant? 1990. You can imagine that, gentlemen? I want to let us put all your head backward. You remember the black man and drunk? You remember the statement by the very said opposition leader some months ago? This is the same turnover like a boomerang. Shamelessly, I should say. In this country, we are living in the light of COVID, and the only relevant this opposition leader have is 1990 and how people suffering, not mentioning the kind of money that we will have to pay in the next 4 weeks concerning her statement and the attack on Tetrotrin, with Tetrotrin being the gas, with Muriel making accusation, failing in its view to link the Prime Minister with the fake oil. Well, gentlemen, let me say today is one of the days that I'm so happy that we have a program 919. For those who are doubting it, listen to this, what Dominic Bruce has been bringing forward this morning. And I want to end with this. We in Trinidad and Tobago must commend this government, the Prime Minister and the Minister head, because of the fact that there was not, I was advised, I didn't know, and how it went. But Dominic, the other fellow is so shameless. If it had 10 days in the week, he would have said that night. And I'm talking about Mr. Pinal coming and commenting yesterday and saying that he banned from a different frequency. I listened to it when the host said, once I am there, you hear my voice. Do not call. Do you have a problem with that? Well, you didn't have a problem with the Prime Minister, the opposition leader, saying that Mr. Hines is an incompetent a member of Parliament. But you know the vex with Mr. Hines now, because Mr. Hines went and they say no constituency him. And you know what? And oh my gosh, all of the talk to it by now, all the weak, senseless, you know? So Dominic, again, we have the black and blank. We stupid. Mr. Wendell Eversley, God bless you, my brother. Thank you very much, Bruce, for allowing me this continuity.
Thank you. Caller, good morning.
Hey, Bruce, morning.
Hey, brother, morning.
Good morning. How are you there, man?
Yeah, coming along, man.
All right, let's pray for him. Leave it in God's hands, brother.
Yeah, man.
Dominic, morning. Morning, Mr.
Morning.
Teresa Conliffe, Mammy Sauce, Miss Cummins, Clement Coco, Jennifer, Pearl in New York. I listened to Dominic this morning, right? And what he played the clip. And Dominic, you asked a very good question. We need to do some fact checking to see if Mr. Robinson was with the doc when he went up for independence and the DLP, which was Capitol didn't want us to get independent, right? So I think Mr. Robinson was in that trip for independence for Trinidad and Tobago. So we will do some checking on that. Also, you know, Farley talking, but when Satmaraj used this statement about Tobagonians lazy and all they do is walk the beach for white women, I hear Farley say anything about that statement, Bruce and Dominic. When deceased Satmaraj used that statement on Tobagonians, he didn't say anything. How come now we jumping up? You understand? But it's the 2 seats, as somebody said, they're after. And also Bruce and Dominic, as Mr. Portersfield mentioned, the AV drilling, a big case was arbitrated out judgment for them against Petrotrin, and that was under the PP government Act 2017. Money have to be paid. But what happening with Ram Logan and Ramdeen case this month? We want to hear what's going on. We ain't hearing anything. And also, Mr. Eversley, feel very, very sympathetic to you this morning, because I know 1919 is a psychological disturb for a lot of people, citizens. And to hear a former prime minister coming back and talk about 1990 and bringing back those memories to the citizens is very, very, oh man. Let's pray, man. Let's pray we get a different opposition leader somehow. All right? You all brothers have a nice day. Listen to the program.
Yeah, man. Take care. And Dominic, with that, we go to a break and we'll be right back.
Put your hands in the air. Wave your hands in the air. Put your hands in the air. Put your hands in the air. No matter what we do or say, you know we gonna find a way to take the music DJ play. All wanna wise yeah. Feel the spirit in the air. Oh, we're moving without fear. Sometimes could be such a lonely place. Rise up, lift your head up high, show the world your face. Hold on to that hope inside of you. If you want peace in Trinidad and Tobago and the world, I want to see a hand them. When you hand them, one day my music will unite. Remember today, yeah. Fighting will be no more. That's right. Remember today, yeah. One day my people will know. Love will fall upon us. Love will fall upon us. Love will fall upon us. Look. We want a safe TNT. We want a safe and happy TNT for this Carnival 2K5. If you agree with me, let me see if we are palming out the air. Show me the palm that Jah gave you. Show me the 5 fingers. And then we're singing with him there. You're singing as one cause, one love. When we go inside the side, watch it. Sing it together now. Hey, oh, hey, remember day. Hey, oh, hey, remember day. Hey, oh, hey, remember day. Bring it down low for me. Point your finger. One day my music will unite. Remember one day, yeah.
Fighting will be no more, that's right. One day my people will know love, and this war will be over, and love will fall upon us. Yeah! It's all about love, TNT. The Caribbean. I'm gonna deal with a situation right now. Fellas, you love women, right? You love your woman in your life. Yes, you love your woman in your life. But sometimes in your life you might get into a banker, you know. It has some woman that will break your heart, you know. And I have some advice for you, right? I have some advice for you. This is the kind of woman you need to...
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
More to love, yes it's true. Pennywise, just for you. So real, get that perfect smile. Beauty's in every aisle to take care of your body. We have all you need to stay healthy.
Gives you more to love.
For some, today is just another routine 24 hours. To others, today is first page in tomorrow's story. It's the audition for tomorrow's performance. It's the spark that ignites tomorrow's change. The perseverance for tomorrow's breakthrough. The first like of tomorrow's big hit. Never take your today for granted. When life is on, those who truly believe in the power of today can become anything tomorrow.
Be mobile. Just be.
Hey, you keeping safe? I hope so. I don't really know what will happen when everything will back up, but the line had to go on. But in the meantime, just come online with the live wire. I'm on the Street 919 FM every Saturday from 5 to 8 p.m. Or you could check us out on the live on Facebook at the Street 919 FM or on YouTube at Street TV. Don't forget to share the live. That might just be as important as you keeping safe. So mask up, sanitize, tune in to the Street 919 FM, Lime on the Live Wire, Saturday afternoons, 5 to 8 p.m. Don't worry, I gonna be home in time for the curfew. Keep safe.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko in San Luis Grande is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Sundays, Ministry of Worship Children's Hour and the Word from 1 to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Wednesdays, we deal with current affairs from a biblical perspective from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Facebook, email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Now there's a new way to pay your electricity bill.
Quick pay your bills today. Quick pay, it's a whole new way. Online, pay your bill one time. Yes, there is a whole new way to quick pay for your electricity. Yes, they made it easy. Just enter your account number. 4 clicks and it's over.
Introducing Quick Pay, a new service from the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission that lets you pay your bill online with your credit or Visa debit chip card. Just enter the account number and contact information. Click Pay and you're done.
The Street 91.9 FM brings you today's tips to improve your financial literacy. Improving your financial literacy is a never-ending endeavor that needs to be prioritized. As you work on improving your financial literacy, it's important to continue your momentum. Here are your tips. Pay attention to your fees. Understanding the fee structure and the amount you have been paying on a monthly or even annual basis in regards to fees associated with financial services is extremely important. Account service fees, annual financial planning service fees, investment account management fees, you name it. If you haven't reviewed and audited your fees yet, I recommend that you sit down and make this a priority. That was your financial tip brought to you by the Street 91.9 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
This is the Street 919 FM COVID-19 updates. In case you missed it, the latest COVID positive cases in TNT as of 14th June 2021 stands at new positive cases 259. Total active cases 9,164. Total recovered patients 19,141. Total positive cases for COVID-19 as of March 2020 to present 28,982. Follow the Ministry of Health COVID-19 protocols. Wear your mask, sanitize, social distance, and avoid gatherings. A message from the Street 919 FM.
Yo, this is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
Titans of Democracy on the Street 919 FM.
So welcome back on the inside. You're locked on to the Street 919 FM. This is your Titans of Democracy. Dominic, Ramin, and Bruce Rain. Dominic?
Yes, sir. So before we went to the break, the last caller, he would have pointed out the fact that, when Sat Maharaj had made that most unfortunate statement, that ridiculous statement about Tobagonians only jumping on the ferry, $1 million ferry, to come to Trinidad to buy market stuff and go back, and about Tobago men and so on. He reminded us that Trinidadians did come to the defense of Tobagonians, shut down SAT. They poured hot coals on SAT for that, so much so that he caught a sedition case. Fine. Didn't agree with that. We didn't support that foolishness, but they should bear in mind and remember who it was that refused to condemn SAT and who remained in his corner who always remained in Sat's corner. So that's. But you know, Bruce, I have always heard, if you want the best crab and dumpling in the country, go to Tobago. I don't eat crab, so I don't know that, but that's how I heard.
Neither do I. I don't eat crab. Well, I can't, so.
Yeah. If you want the best blue food meal, go to Tobago. The best red mango in the country, go to Tobago. You know, and I've always said Tobago are very loving people. I have experienced that. Once you deal with them right, they deal with you right. I know people who have left Trinidad to go to Tobago, and they tell you that's the best decision they ever made in their lives. Sometimes people go to Tobago for vacation and tell you they didn't want to come back. So again, I just want to disagree with what Mr. Augustine has said and make the point again. We know what his motive is. They have an agenda. He and his political leader pushing hate. They want to push secession and anything that they could use to create a wedge between Trinidad and Tobagonians to try and see if they could get more Tobagonians to rally behind them, behind this cause that Trinidadians don't like Collier and they think the worst of you all, and this guy is just reflective of that fact. So let us push to move away from Trinidad. We see what it is. And I also want to agree with Mrs. Crosby. Perhaps Farley should retain her as his advisor. That the better thing to do, the most sensible thing to have done would have been to come and use that opportunity to promote Tobago and talk about all the good things that Tobago has to offer instead of the nonsense that you come to push to encourage more and more people so that to increase the likelihood that Visine in water, you know? But you didn't condemn when one of your own sought to put down one of your own when Vanilla Allen Toppin went after Dr. Rowley. That was okay, right? What was your position on that? Did you have a position on that?
These guys, not everybody could play chess, right?
Yes.
You know, it is a game that requires a lot of strategy, a lot of thinking. But let me take it down a notch. Draft.
Yes.
Everybody could play draft.
Mm-hmm.
But mind you, draft is another strategic game. You have to think as well. No, everybody could play it, you know. Everybody go in. And at a point in time when you realize a man make a move where you could just keep bouncing over all he knobs and take everything, you decide to make a move opposite to that so that somebody else now could come and bounce knobs all over you.
Yes.
Like classic notishness.
Yes.
This is what I tell you. These guys just have an opportunity to hold on to the people, to grab the people, get the people on their side if you want to put it that way. And all they do is when somebody come and start trying to create fire, the fire ain't going away, no. Them coming with gas and throwing it. Say, look some gas, them throw on the fire and help you out. And then come to talk a set of nonsense after the fact. I don't know now. I really don't know.
Yeah, well, Begonians know what they need to do when the next opportunity presents itself, right? But I wanted to touch on two other things quickly, Bruce.
Yeah.
So I see the conversation continues about the vaccine and so on, right? And all the conspiracy theories that are out there. And it seems never ending. As a matter of fact, I'm surprised at the new conspiracy theories that I hear every day. So over the weekend, one of my contacts on Facebook put out a post, and he was asking the question, that somebody please convince me as to why I should take the vaccine. Right? So I was interested to read the comments. And he gave about over 50-something comments last time I checked. And the majority of the comments were, of course, against the vaccine, who ain't taking it because you could get blood clots, you could this, you could that, it will kill you. I even saw where Injan Ishmael did a live a few days ago, and he was commenting with respect to the 20-year-old who died, unfortunately, and again, condolences to his family. And he was saying that he's not taking the vaccine because based on his research, the vaccine is going to alter your DNA and that kind of foolishness. I hear some people, one woman saying that there's another virus to come and the people who take the vaccine, their bodies wouldn't be able to handle this virus because of the COVID vaccine. All kind of madness. But what stood out to me, and that post that guy put out, right, was that there were a few people who were saying they ain't taking the vaccine because the vaccine will kill you, this, that. But they advocated to take ivermectin, right? One woman says she had COVID and she had it real bad and she take ivermectin and in 12 hours time she was good and okay, fine. So I decided to go and do some research on ivermectin to see what's the side effects, right? Because you're telling me don't take the vaccine because the vaccine have so many different things it could do to me. Let me just read fair, right? There's just one of the things. Ivermectin. What is it? Now, I've seen, and I know we would have mentioned it before, right? On another show. Because some video came out where they're saying that people using it and it's helping.
Yeah.
Ivermectin, right. So they say here, ivermectin is an oral tablet that is used to treat infection of parasites. And these include parasitic infections of your intestinal tract, skin, and eyes. What are the side effects, the serious side effects of ivermectin that the people who telling you, don't take the vaccine because the vaccine could get a blood clot and kill you? Okay. Pain in your neck and back. Serious eye problems. Serious eye problems symptoms can include redness, bleeding, swelling, pain, loss of vision, shortness of breath, inability to control urination, inability to control bowel movement, trouble standing or walking, confusion, extreme tiredness, extreme drowsiness, seizures, coma, low blood pressure, especially when you get up after sitting or lying down, lightheadedness, dizziness, fainting, severe rash, blistering skin, peeling skin, nausea, vomiting, loss of appetite, pain on the right side of your stomach, dark urine, yellowing of your skin or the whites of your eyes. And they continue. Trouble breathing, swelling of your throat or tongue, skin rash. And the list continues to go on. Gastrointestinal bleeding, right? But don't take the vaccine because you can get a blood clot. But take ivermectin, right? That's the way to go, Bruce.
Wow.
You know, these same people go by the doctor, Bruce. They ain't feeling too good. They go by the doctor and they say, Doc, I ain't feeling well, there's my symptoms, whatever. And the doctor write a prescription, take that. And as they leave the doctor office, they go in by the pharmacy and they buy. They feel like going by the pharmacy and say, well, here now, tell me when this thing now. What's the side effects of that? No questions asked. They take it. A simple thing, common drug, aspirin. Pull up that too. You see the side effects for aspirin. And people who take aspirin as a blood thinner. I saw where they said that while it can help you to reduce the risk of getting a stroke by a clot. It could actually cause you to get a stroke based on a burst blood vessel because it could increase the flow of blood in your brain and all kind of thing. Okay. But we don't ask any questions about this. Yeah, nobody's saying don't take aspirin. Nobody say don't take Panadol. Some of these people, if they get sick and go in the hospital and they hook them up to IV, asking, nurse, before you stick that, what's in that? Yeah, but they're asking, no, just give me a test.
I want to live.
Once it better, give me it. All of a sudden, now they know to do research into pharmaceuticals. Everybody is an expert and can tell you this is research.
Sure.
Bruce, it's really amazing, you know. And the thing that I find even more amazing, what they're doing the research on Google, right? You go on Google and you type in whatever. So you find 1,000,001 reports, 1,000,001 articles that telling you why the vaccine ain't good. But you ain't see one that say the vaccine good. Not one. Right? You get what you look for. If you're looking for negatives, you will find that. If that is the mindset that you push in and you want something to support that mindset so you could convince yourself you're making a right decision not to take the vaccine, well, then that's what you would find. But what we cannot dispute is the fact that right now, the United States economy is opening back up, right? And when you look at the figures in the US, whereas before they were reporting daily new infection rates of over 100,000 to some, then 60, 70, 80,000, now they've come down to less than 10,000 a day. And the number of daily deaths has come down from 2,000 and 3,000 a day. Then on some days, under 200. And why is that? Because persons have taken the vaccine, they've relaxed the mask mandate, right? And now they're opening back up there. And we're seeing these things, we're seeing the improvement. As a matter of fact, yesterday, India would have recorded some of the lowest figures where, for the first time in the longest while, they had under 1,500 deaths for the day and less than 100,000 new infections. And if you look at all of the countries that are vaccinating on a mass scale, you're seeing that improvement in terms of their numbers. But you have people here, but around the world too, saying don't take it. So what's the alternative? we should all decide, well, we're not taking no vaccine. And what we should, well, there's the only alternative to herd immunity. Everybody get it, and you would build a natural immunity to it. But in the process, there will be more casualties. Whose bodies can't deal with it, they will die. And those of us whose bodies are stronger, we will survive. But if it is that you are prepared to see a death toll of 100,000, 200,000, well, okay. That's okay with you all. But you see the anti-vaxxers now relaxing because while they're bumping the gum and talking about the vaccine this and vaccine that, they're happy for the rest of us to go out and take it, because once we reach herd immunity based on that, then the rest of them, they can rest comfortable by having not taken it. So we are the ones who are making the sacrifice so that the economy can open.
But Dominic, there are people who I saw my counselor will put up something about a guy that you coming out on Facebook to tell people don't take the vaccine, but you were vaccinated.
Yeah.
I don't understand these people. What is really going on?
Yeah. I saw over the weekend Harold Fabian would have put out a post that he's not taking the vaccine for now. Bruce, my position is if you are somebody in society whose voice carries weight, whose opinion carries weight because of the position that you hold, shut your mouth. That's your personal decision. Keep it personal. We don't need to know. Right? Leave it to the people who is a choice. And contrary to what some people are saying, there is no legal mandate that is forcing you to take. If you don't want to, you don't have to. The state cannot force you to take it.
And
so don't take it.
There's the next thing too. A lot of people, you see when people start to talk things that they don't know is one thing, but you see when they start to talk to other people about it.
Yeah.
I sat down in a vehicle recently and again the conversation going on that they're forcing me to take it. I say we are not being forced to do anything. I say check up the islands.
Yes.
And hear what the head ministers are saying up on that side. They're letting you know Franco meant. One of the things you have no pension to get, don't even look for that if you ain't take it.
Yeah.
That is not being told to people down here. They need to stop spreading these fake, outer timing, non-factual news. Because you're all spreading nonsense.
Correct.
What one of the individuals went so far as to say that they were told that in order to come back out to work, they have to be vaccinated, and there's an article going around. I think it was issued by Miss Thomas Felix, right? Saying that employers cannot do that.
Yes.
What they can do is encourage you to take it. You know?
Yeah.
But
the president, Deborah Thomas Felix, made that abundantly clear. Employers cannot force you to take it.
Right? What they can do is, they could encourage you to take it. Show you the reasons why you taking it would be better for you and everybody else around you.
Yes.
The thing about it is, you see a lot of instances where people talk about not taking it and then they contract the disease and then they come back and when you look, they're first in the line.
Yeah.
And as I keep saying, if you don't want to believe that there is COVID-19, believe that there is something out there taking the lives of people, and any kind of people, it doesn't matter who. So we have to be mindful of that. I don't know.
But we are fortunate, Bruce, that it seems for the time being that the majority of persons in Trinidad are open to taking it.
Yeah.
Well, based on what we would have seen last week, Wednesday, as unfortunate as that was. So another 200,000 doses would have arrived yesterday, and in short order, that 100,000 of that is going to be reserved to provide second for the persons who would have gotten the first 100,000, and right, so the rest would be used to inoculate.
Yeah.
According. So yeah, so we're on the way. I mean, I just hope that I find the US is dragging their feet a little bit to make that decision as to how much they're going to send, because I see they've revised the amount that they want to give from 80 million upwards now to 500 million vaccines. But that's going to be over a 2-year period. But the hope is that by then, yeah. So I think they're looking at giving something like maybe about, and then the UK as well has also indicated that they are committing something like 100 million to give out. But you have a lot of these countries, Bruce, that would have been engaged in hoarding.
Yep.
Countries like Canada that would have hoarded some 3 times the amount of doses required for the entire population. And now that as the expiration date approaches on these vaccines, now you're looking to give it out. The result of your greed. Because other countries, how many lives could have been saved if you all had been so licorice and engaging in that foolishness? So now you all all of a sudden you're playing humanitarian and you want to give away. But we understand why you're doing it. It's not because of this sudden you've now been overcome by this sudden feeling, the sudden rush of being magnanimous. Because you're going to end up looking bad when it is that you have reports that you're dumping millions of doses because you were too damn greedy.
Dominic,
it's really unfortunate. But
we have a caller on the line here. Caller, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Bruce. Good morning, Dominic.
Morning, Zina.
Morning to all listeners and callers. You know what I am saying is that this vaccination thing, I don't see anybody have to be forced to take it. And I don't see any employer should make any demands on people to take it. It is for you as an adult to know what you want, what is good for you, and what you feel you could contribute to the nation. And I'm telling you, I'm not saying I wouldn't take it, but I am saying that people ought to make up their own minds about what it is. And you see why I feel they cannot make this thing mandatory in your country is because there are so many theories out there and so many doctors that you read that saying what it is about this vaccine. And that, remember, they have told us that the makers of this vaccine, these vaccines, are not accepting liability. So what happens if it comes into your country and you force somebody to take it and they die as a result of taking it? What does the family have to go on as a result of that? As well as this, they say, is helping you, the person, to have the immunity enough to fight it. But what about it is not preventing you from getting it? So you have to weigh the pros and cons. So I don't see them, forcing anybody to take it. But it would be better if the country has herd immunity. You understand? So let them go out and do their education drive on it and see how many people they could get. But I don't see employers having to force you as a worker to take it. It's up to you. Because the same way they feel you could get it and spread it to them, they could get it the same way and spread it to you. Because it is not something that when you get it, you cannot get COVID. So all of us will have, if I'm a worker, all of us would have to take the test every 2 weeks if that is the case. So, it just as long as it's wide. But I am for people taking it, as many as could and who won't, because it will get the country up and going again. That is what people feel, but you can't force people. I can't see them making it mandatory. That is only my take. Thank you. And as for the fellow who spoke about the peace on Tobago, he's just one of the donkeys that we have to just allow people like them to breathe. Because in that brain, it have nothing else more than maybe foul air. Thank you.
Thank you. Caller, good morning.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Bruce. Good morning, Mr. Dominic.
Morning.
Morning.
Let me say something. Mr. Dominic, to make PDP mean People's British Party and People's Illiterate Party, So I don't really study them. And I just know when Mr. Watson, you go into court. It's really. That is my take on it. I just know when you go into court. Anyway, you see this vaccine thing? I just put people on my triple list when they're telling me they're not taking the vaccine and all the negativity. Somebody raised 3 points in a video to me to tell me they don't have no vaccine for HIV, they don't have no vaccine for the common cold, and they don't have no vaccine for cancer. I said, little do they know that they're doing so much research on HIV that the medication that they're giving you today is having you living longer. And it have a vaccine for cancer, for cervical cancer. And it have the cold, the common cold will be so bad now. Abroad especially, you have to take a flu shot every year. That is something some people don't know. And if you don't take that flu shot, a lot of people just die from the flu in these countries. Thousands of people. Right? Those who waited on this herd immunity thing, I don't think I hear any developed country talking about herd immunity. Because it's killing so many people. Over 600,000 people die in America from COVID. In Trinidad and Tobago alone, it's past 677. Why are you trying to achieve herd immunity? You want so many people die to achieve herd immunity? When you get vaccine, it does not mean that you would not get the COVID. You know, it just would, it would not kill you. And it doesn't mean that you wouldn't spread it. So I who get vaccine and get COVID, and I spread it to you who didn't get vaccine. You have 1 foot in the hole and 1 foot out. Why not have 2 foot out of the hole? That you know you get the vaccine and you know, hey, when I get this COVID, I can fight it and I can live my life as normal. When I get COVID, I have to go under these different machines and all these things. They have different variants now. I couldn't believe my head. I tell a friend, hey, I hear UK going on lockdown again. Because everybody get vaccine and this new Delta variant in England. So you don't have vaccine, you're looking up inside. Because when Carnival here and the borders open and all these things and all these variants coming down in Trinidad, you really think that you could fight off this thing? You're putting yourself gambling that? You're listening to people? Tell your pastor and your priest when anybody that's preaching this thing. Tell them do it less so we could see if you get vaccine or not. Because some of them preaching a certain negativity thing, and when they're done, them going silent and get the vaccine. Okay. You know, people have really evil intentions, Mr. Bruce and Dominic. Them don't really care about me and you know. Them go and quietly take the vaccine and come and tell you they ain't taking it, put along every negative thing. You know much medication, like how you read that you just take, and some of them can even get you blind and they're still taking it. Sometimes you know what problems doctors is having in Trinidad because people just go and medicate themselves by the drugstore. If it's a never hold cabinet of medicine. And all I want to tell the doctors, tell them, no, don't take that. Like, that's what I have. That medicine and themselves more sick. Come on, my people, I'm going to tell you something. Don't always listen to people. You do your own research too. If vaccine was so bad, why over 400 million people don't take it already? America is over 150 million don't take it. And combined with the European countries, over 400 million people. Israel already vaccinated the people in a big way. Come on. If them who created all this, it's bad, it's negative, but majority of them take it. The queen line up to get vaccine. How it's so bad? Come no man, they don't do them thing. If you want to be outside it, only if you want to lock up yourself inside and ain't go nowhere, you could say, I'm not taking no vaccine. But if you want to be out there, and I know my Trinidadian, I know at 80-something-year-old woman was keeping big birthday party, and Dr. Roddy did now lockdown the place that if people listen, we would not have so much death. Some people feel death is nothing.
Okay, my dear.
These are mothers, fathers, so take all the vaccine.
Thank you. Dominic, any words before I take another call?
Go ahead.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce. Morning.
Morning.
Mr. Dominic,
Morning.
good morning.
Morning, sir.
I hear that boy from Tobago make a statement about Dr. Williams. About Dr. Williams think Tobago is all what they could do is just the mind goat or something so. But he wasn't really educated under Dr. Williams and they, As you said just now, we should really ask Robinson and these fellas, Fargo and these fellas. All of these fellas were in those days, which we know about. But I remember a statement Dr. Williams made here about Tobago because Dr. Williams, he never wanted Tobago to be an industrialized country. He always wanted it to be a tourism country, a country of tourism because of the beauty. So I don't know where this fella get his history from. That's the point I listened to this morning, I don't know where this young boy from Tobago get his history from, but his history is very poor, and you're teaching children that too. And it was wrong to do it because when you go back and you question Robinson, fact that he played in PNM, his history going through the window long time. I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about separation about. I don't know because it have no sense behind what he's saying at all. It's very sad. Have a nice morning, fellas. Keep safe and live long.
Amen. Take care.
Take care.
And he's a school teacher, Bruce.
Caller, good morning.
Hey, I'm going to Mr. Government.
Morning,
I don't
sir.
see why people coming on the radio and begging people to take a vaccine. I think what a vaccine is an injection. You understand? Do you talk about this country take it and the clean did it and who did that and you talk about the negativity, the negative part of the vaccine. Why do you talk about that? The lady before not say we don't force nobody. She so good. Yeah, like you can't force nobody to take something. They come on and job this point. What about the negative points on them in the vaccine? All not talking about. Understand? Maybe talking about the vaccine will do this and the vaccine will talk about what the vaccine can do to you to kill you too.
Bruce, let me ask him something.
Caller, you listening?
Is he there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
All right, listening.
Let me ask you one question. Tell me one pharmaceutical, one medication, one vaccine that don't have side effects that could kill you. Tell me one. And anyone that you tell me, I can go right now on Google and pull it up and I can list out a whole list of side effects for you, but that's as bad as what you're saying for the vaccine.
All right.
So then you should tell people, don't take any medication that the doctor give you. All of them have side effects.
They have side effects. One Cafanol alone have 150 side effects. One Cafanol alone. Why are you taking something that has side effects? Why are you doing that to yourself?
Dominic, I know. Not
Bruce, I maintain again. Who want to take it, and who don't want it. Nobody forcing you to take it.
Before we go a step further, Dominic.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Because unfortunately is people like that who telling us don't go and take it, and when they hear the shout, they first in the line.
But today or tomorrow, you get sick and end up in Cuba. I bet you take it though. When they telling you how to go on a ventilator, go get it now, because I want to live. It's only then. You don't care about side effects then because you want to live.
I don't know. Something really wrong, yes. Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you, Dominic. Morning, Bruce. Long time. Don't blame the fella. He's one of them who does jackass of the thing. It's to the end. And for the opposition leader who incited that riot, we were warned about this lady, Mr. Pandy. We were warned about this lady, Mr. Manning. And you see where she going? They want to impose embargo. They want this, they want that. I hope they want jail. Lockdown as usual, my brothers always keep safe. Morning, Sharon. And blessed morning to the titans of democracy. I'm gone.
Anything before I take the next one, Dominic?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Caller, good morning. Hello. Caller, morning. I know what's going on there. Caller, good morning.
Yes, my brother, with due respect, all apologies for your thing, right? But I find people should talk for themselves. I'm not for people, but people comment about the I want to jackass thing and all kind of things. Talk for yourself, my brother. Understand? And who telling me about I go take it when I...
Not today. Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Bruce Wayne.
Oi.
You good, darling?
Yes, I good, darling. I good.
All right. Where daddy going?
Coming to come, man.
All right. Don't worry. Everything will be everything with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Shallow. Morning. Everybody at the Titan. Morning.
Morning.
Stay safe.
Yes,
Dominic. Good morning.
Morning.
You feel I forget you? All right then, Dominic. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care. I not going through that, Dominic. I ain't going through that headache. You see that?
Yeah. You know. Well, he should not only not take the vaccine, don't wear a mask either. Don't social distance. Everything that they tell you to do to prevent it, don't do it. Don't wash your hand. If you know somebody who have COVID, right, go by them and sit down and hug them up, kiss them up. Yes, you do all of that, papi, because and then you go home, drink your punch and honey.
Yeah.
You're right.
Caller, good morning.
Morning, again. Thank you for that one, Bruce Wayne. Yeah, because we can't allow these people to convince it, because, as I pointed out, why do you think, and if you notice, there's only one group of people, they could take it all they want, one race of people in this country singing this song. One race keep singing the song. The opposition leader ain't taking yet. You know why? Because she continue to promote these. If she take it, these people who like that man who just called it, will make he seem like a fool, because they are going along with that narrative. I saw Inshan Ismail with this clip, and they go change. So he see the future and telling people about he a goat mouth. Right? One group of people. So I want to, and here with, if I keep telling them, if I'm a taxi driver or I'm an employer and I have 1,000 people working for me and 300 people choose not to take the vaccine, which is more important, the 700 people that I have working for me and their families, or the 300 that decide not to take it? To shut down my company and send home 700 people unemployed for 300 people. Which one you would choose? That is the question. So the government said, no hands out. I want this, because up to now, have you heard the union tell any employer yet, up to this day, that they can't do that? Have you heard the unions yet come out and tell the population yet? I heard somebody from the court saying just recently that yes, it's against the law, that they can't mandate you to take it, but I could mandate you not to come in my premises. And because you have to wash your hand and sanitize before you go in any supermarket or any business place.
That is what I was saying to somebody. And you
were going on that one thing, checking your temperature. So if your temperature too high and the security you tell you stay outside. So that doesn't apply to being employed. Well, enjoy it.
I don't know. I telling the individual, I say, well, if you don't, if you don't want to take it, well, okay, you look for another job, right? But think about when you need to go to the grocery, you need to go certain places, and the grocery trying to protect the people that patronizing the customers. You understand? All the workers as well.
Yeah.
Is a wider. You have to think. Boy, I don't know.
But Bruce, too, you know what's the amazing and brutish thing with it to all the anti-vaxxers? Now, let me say this. I have no issue with anybody who don't want to take it. Exactly. Right? I continue to repeat that. If you believe all of the theories that you're hearing that it will cause this, that, the other, and the next, and you make a conscious decision, that is your right to do. Nobody could force you to take it. In the same way, those of us who do the research and we say, okay, this is the information in support of, this is the information against, I am weighing it, and I'm not just looking at the research, I am looking to see what is happening in the countries where there's significant vaccination taking place, and I'm seeing that their economies are starting to reopen. I'm seeing significant declines in the numbers of daily infections, the number of deaths in the countries as opposed to the countries where the vaccination has not been as widespread, right? And I'm looking at that, and then we make a decision based on that. But some of the people who are saying don't take it, right? Originally, the mindset as to why to not take it was because they were hearing about the blood clots and all of that. Yeah. Before that, they weren't making an issue, but as soon as they hear a couple people get blood clot with AstraZeneca and die, all of a sudden the conspiracies start to flow. But they realize more and more people taking the vaccines now, and you're not hearing any more or as many reports about people, any side effects to the effect that people dying with blood clots and so on. So now we started projecting the future, new conspiracy theories. Well, 2 years down the road, your DNA will change. Or 2 years down the road, your internal organs will start to collapse. All kind of thing, right? Because, you know, they need to support the claim. It's bad. Yeah. But we realize it now. More and more people getting it, 2, 3, 6 months pass, and we ain't hearing no sort of side effects. All the side effects we were pushing before. So let us now create a new narrative that is in the future, because we could see it's going to alter your DNA, and you might grow 2 horns. A year from now, you wake up and you see horns start to grow out of your forehead, or you might get a tail, or some kind of thing. All kind of thing you're hearing. Yeah, so let us project, or take it. Because the current conspiracy theory is not working, because we're not hearing any reports of negative side effects. So let us project it to the future to frighten people. All right.
Yeah, caller, good morning.
Morning, guys. Morning.
Morning.
Oh, Lord. This thing too heated. I think people should form their own opinion. And there is positives and negatives on both sides. And everybody should be able to form their own opinion, make their own decision. I think it's too, how to put it? It's an argument that I think will never win. Because some people around the world, some people are anti-vaccine, they don't take no vaccine at all, you know, and some people will take anything. So I don't see why the big argument, everybody in control of their own body, who wants to take, who don't want to take, don't take. That is my thing on it. If you take it, something happened to you, you still have to live with it. And if you didn't take it and something happened to you, you're there, they get infected, they get whatever, you have to live with that. So I don't see why the big argument about vaccination. So people enjoy holiday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care. Oh, boy.
Right, do your research and you make your choice.
That is it. And just what you said is what I told somebody, a good friend of mine, because he done really tell me don't go and take it. And I said nah. I say I went and I organize myself. I do my little research. And him now, not the research. So okay, you do your research and you come up with a decision. I did my research and I come up with a decision, but my decision ain't good. And your decision better. That ain't making sense.
Right.
Where is the democracy in that?
Thank you. Thank you.
People mustn't tell you to take it, but you must tell people don't take it.
Yeah.
And that good. Mm-hmm. Man, according to you, you only keep all the damn thoughts to yourself, eh?
But Bruce, I have to say that I would have got my first shot last Friday. It was a very simple process, right? And I was probably out in less than half an hour. The only side effect that I had would have been the next day a little pain on my arm where I would have gotten the shot. But in fact, I didn't even feel when I get the shot, because all the time I see it, this whole needle going in the arm. So you see my brace, and I tell them I waited to get it, and then next thing I see the woman, I said, that happened already, boy. Right. So, at side effects where you felt a little drowsy, some people said they get a little fever. I have had no such side effects, you know, so I look forward to getting my my second dose, so that I can be fully vaccinated, and because I plan to. And
remember I told you what went on with me in 2020 after Carnival?
Yes.
Yeah, I get a little 1 or 2 phone calls or so. Hey,
yeah,
I organize it myself.
when I to have to go anywhere where people tell me if it is I want to travel for 10 days, that my full 10 days I had to be locked down in a hotel under quarantine. That don't make no sense to me. I'm not going to spend nothing, right? I want to be able to go and do what still I have to do. And when I come back, I could come straight home rather than having to go to some facility to lie down and eat bread and cheese for 5, 6, 7 days. I ain't going through that. So that's my choice. I made my choice. I did my research.
If you plan to make no bread and cheese alone, you're not nice.
It's what I had to do, right? And I good. So, you made a decision you don't want to take it, sir. That's all well and good. And I hope and pray that you do not get COVID.
Soon I plan to visit my favorite establishment right here in TNT, my home away from home. I want to be on point. You understand? I want to be on point. Look, man, the most I could say is you want to do your research and make your decision that, hey, you're free to do so. But the same way how you don't want nobody tell you don't take it, you can't tell people don't take it and expect them to sit back and listen to you and be, oh, okay, all right, okay, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not tolerating nobody calling me on the radio station to tell me that neither. Don't call me to tell me that. Right?
Yeah.
Don't call me to tell me that. Especially where my family had a little shake-up this weekend with my dad and all kind of different things I started studying. Don't even come to try to tell me that I ain't trying to hear you.
Right.
I don't want to hear you. I seen things from a different light. You seen things in your light, right? You keep to you, I keep to me. And that is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know. I guess some people, Bruce, will be disappointed 2 years from now when they realize that I ain't seeing nobody with horns and tails. Yeah. The hospital filled up with people with collapsing organs and all kind of thing. What is going on? Okay.
I don't know.
I will tell. I'm not going to try and predict like some people. What they do in the research? Okay, fine. As your prerogative, such it.
Exactly.
As one friend of mine told me, they said, you ain't take it, you're still out of day. You take it, you're still out of day. I know. So.
Oh God, Trini South on YouTube, you're entitled to your opinion, right?
Another news, son.
Yeah, you're entitled to your opinion, partner. Right? You could bump your gum from now till when. I don't say what I have to say already. I make my decision and you made yours. Simple as that. I respect yours, so you damn as well know you have to respect mine. That's the end of that. Yeah, and you have a partner too, boy. You're not watching that day, Dominic. Man, have a partner.
I don't know why. Come here, no. They could go on with this 104 ground report. Go and listen to that. Go on Synergy TV and listen to Stefan Reese. Oh gosh.
According to Miss Felix, it does no one have a good program, you know.
Yeah. They can't help themselves, you know.
No one have a good program. I thank you guys for being here with us. I want you to log on every day.
Every day they come in the chat and there's only one they get in and keep back. Blows all your likes so. Man.
Oh gosh. You can't be serious, man. Every time you have to do something, no, don't do this. And when they tell them, listen to me, you need to do it because they don't want to hear you, you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call the name. I wouldn't call the name to bring the radio station into disrepute. But there, I remember somebody saying that, you know, there's a particular religion that when they offer you something, if you offer them something, they don't accept it. You know? And I mean, why would you do that if all of us concern, you know, the same higher being, and you teaching me something, and I know something that I could teach you, I'm willing to teach you too. The same way I listen to you, you could listen to me.
Right.
You know? That is why I say if that is the case, if I can't give you my experience, right, for what I did, then I don't want to hear yours.
Right.
Simple.
There you go. And then they're talking about Kamala. Kamala ain't take it up to now and only giving us that cock and bull story as to why she didn't take it. But her husband, who is a doctor who studied medicine, right? He take it. He has a medical background. 3/4 all them when you talking about all the research all they do have no medical background. You only get all the degree from the University of Google Research. And all of a sudden you are experts. But he's a doctor and he take it. Rai Ragbear is a doctor and he say take it. Lakrambode is a doctor, he say take it. All of them, doctors who went and studied for years, and they would have known, they know how to do research and so on. If you then do research into that, understand how it works, and they tell you take it. They take it too.
Dominic, by yourself, if the opposition leader takes it, you know what's going to happen there? It's all going to fall down. Who knows if she hasn't already taken it, you know, on the law? And just, you know, if I let everybody know that, hey, I take it, you know what's going on there? That would mean that I am agreeing with the government.
Yes.
That can't work. That bad for business. But folks, we basically out of time today, Dominic. The word for today is give. I am grateful as I give with joy. Giving is the key to living my fullest life. I eagerly accept my good wish, joy, and appreciation, and I feel a deep desire to keep that joy alive by giving generously, serving humbly, and sharing without hesitation. I give with an open and caring heart, knowing that I am not just sharing material goods or even my time. I am sharing the love and care of God through my actions, answering the call to serve that I feel deep within my heart. I visualize the receiver blessed far beyond my gifts, perhaps inspired to give something of themselves in service. Giving gladdens me and draws me closer to those with whom I share my bounty. When I seize opportunities to share my time, talents, and treasures, I help create a world of generous abundance that is a gift to all. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to do it. Proverbs 3:27. And that's all the time we have for today, folks. It was a pleasure being in your company. It was a pleasure having you in ours. Talk to you guys tomorrow, please God. The lovely Miss Sharon Felix will be in. Dominic will be in the day after that. So, Dominic, as we say, ciao.
The stage, you ready? What we tell them now? Tell them some of them never stop me. Come on, tell them no. Tell them some of them. You ready? Put your hand in the air. 1, 2, 3, my devil. Shut them devil. 1, shut them devil. Body, when the smoke and the rain again, I so must make the breakthrough. So let me plant on the roads, calypso. But first, let me fix local now. Jump to the theater, global now. All of the doubters want no more. What you say? Say there's some of them never stop the thing, but I know about yet. If you love soca, we think I want to jam in here like this. Everybody, what is there right now? What is there right now to take them with? Take them with. Take them with. I come to push the drum and go all over the place. What is that?
views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
With Digicel Prime Bundles, you get more than just data. You level up to a new digital life. Okay. Level up with D-Music for all your favorite tracks. Level up with Go Loud for local radio and trending podcasts. Level up with Sports Max for the top live sports action. And level up with Playgo for the latest movies and TV series. Get a one-day Prime Bundle for only $25 with 20 gigabytes any use LTE data plus 50 gigabytes more dedicated data for premium access to your favorite apps without touching your any-use data. Plus 30 anywhere minutes and unlimited digital calls. Dial *323# or visit the My Digicel app to buy your one-day Prime Bundle. Digicel, better together.
You think you're hot at making chow? All right, then it should be easy to win the Maggie Pepper Sauce Chowdown Showdown. All you have to do is like the Maggie Caribbean page on IG and Facebook, make your favorite chow, and send a pic including your favorite flavor, Maggie Pepper Sauce. 20 winners will be randomly chosen to win mobile top-ups and Netflix subscriptions. Come and show off how hot your chow skills are. The Maggie Pepper Sauce Chowdown Showdown is on. Promotion ends June 15th.
Hi, what's up, TNT? This is Wayne Johnson out of Brooklyn, New York. I always wanted to do something back home, and we're going to be doing our gospel segment on Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM. Listen what I want you to do. Spread the word. Spread the word, TNT. Salvation, full and free. Salvation is for everybody. Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM.
I decided that I would try it once. For some strange reason, it started to work. Because every time I run on hard surface, my left knee as well tends to pain the next day. So I tried it and some miracle it worked.
So I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. Is it your mind or does the product work?
Well, I've been running on the road every day now, and I have no pain in my joints. So it's definitely the product.
So the product works.
Definitely.
Sky is not the limit. Please stay open. Be a voice for change and inspiration. Yeah. True to yourself with every motion. Be fearless when you speak, the future's waiting, yeah. Just be, just be, just be, just be.
Be mobile, just be.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
This just a fire. Oh, this just a fire. Yeah. This just a fire. Oh, this just a fire. Yo. This just a fire. This just a fire, this just a fire, oh, this just a fire. The whole world get shake up. Government's putting on makeup. A don't know when all of my people gonna wake up. They fall in love with the world, it's time to break up. No time to play, this time's to pray. Open up your Bible and read what it says. We're living in the very last days. We're living in the iron and clay. Perilous times gonna come, but we just in the trial. When the time come, don't get caught in the fire. Where you gonna stand when it down to the wire? This just a fire, oh this just a fire, yeah. This just a fire, oh this just a fire, yeah. This just a fire, oh this just a fire, this just a fire, oh this just a fire. The whole world can shake up. Government's putting on makeup. I don't know when all of my people gonna wake up. They fall in love with the world, it's time to break up. No time to play, this time's to pray. Open up your Bible and read what it says. We're living in the very last days. We're living in the iron and clay. Perilous times gonna come, but we just in the trial. When the time come, don't get caught in the fire. Where you gonna stand when it down to the wire? Now is not no time to retire, better be prepared. This just a fire drill. Get out the way before the fire kill. I say this fire kill. This just a fire drill. And don't get caught up in the hocus pocus. Christians focus. This just a fire drill. Get out the way before the fire kill. I say this fire kill. This just a fire drill. And don't get caught up in the hocus pocus. Christians focus. This just a fire. Oh, this just a fire. This just a fire. Oh, this just a fire drill. I know it's are the critics and the skeptics. The only thing they believe is the metrics. So they sit in front of the TV watching Netflix, thinking everything just gonna get fixed. But when the fire come, everybody ball, oh God. They never read their Bible, so they never know God. The oil in the lamps get run out. Brother, don't let your oil run out. Cause if your lamp's not trimmed, I don't know where you're heading. My brother, you don't wanna miss the wedding. The bride getting ready and the bridegroom coming. And you don't wanna be stuck with the five that you're running. Better be prepared. This just a fire drill. Get out the way before the fire kill. I say this fire kill, oh no, this just a fire drill. And don't get caught up in the hocus pocus. Christians focus. This just a fire drill. Get out.
Enagic changed your water, change your life. Enagic water purifier, one machine, 5 types of water. Enagic makes strong Kangen water with an 11.5 pH. Kangen water with 8.5 to 9.5 pH, healthy drinking and cooking water. Clean water with 7.0 pH. Beauty water for skin, hair and plants with a 6.0 pH. Strong acid water with a 2.5 pH. This water is known to disinfect, kill viruses and bacteria. Listen to The Street 919 FM with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday from 9:05 a.m. to 10 a.m. and every Wednesday from 8:05 p.m. to 9 p.m. as he talks to you weekly about how to improve your quality of life through purifying and drinking water. For more information, call or WhatsApp Pastor John at 516-286-7079.
If you're always on the go, you can drink healthy and stay energized with Lviv Red, an all-natural drink that's packed with antioxidants and phytonutrients. Lviv Red is made with 5 superfruits, including acai berries, mangosteen, pomegranate, goji berries, and noni. Together, they provide your body with essential nutrients that boosts your immune system and helps you stay healthy and energized. It's time to look good, feel good, and perform at your best. Send us a message or give us a call to place an order today. The go, you can drink healthy and stay energized. All-natural drink that's packed with antioxidants and phytonutrients. Lviv Red is made with 5 superfruits, including acai berries, mangosteen, pomegranate, goji berries, and noni. Together, they provide your body with essential nutrients that boost your immune system and helps you stay healthy and energized. It's time. Message or give us a call to place an order today. If you're always
This just a fire, oh this just a fire, yeah. This just a fire, oh this just a fire, this just a fire, oh this just a fire, this just a fire, oh this just a fire. The whole world can shake up. Government's putting on makeup. I don't know when all of my people gonna wake up. They fall in love with the world. It's time to break up. No time to play. This time's to pray. Open up your Bible and read what it says. We're living in the very last days. Just drink the juice. Just drink the juice.
Just drink the juice.
Just drink the juice. Just drink the juice. Just drink the juice.
That's right. Just drink the juice.
Lviv Red, an all-natural drink that's... If you're always on the go, you can drink healthy and stay energized with Lviv Red, an all-natural drink that's packed with antioxidants and phytonutrients. Lviv Red is made with 5 superfruits, including acai berries, mangosteen, pomegranate, goji berries, and noni. Together, they provide your body with essential nutrients that boost your immune system and helps you stay healthy and energized. It's time to look good, feel good, and perform at your best. Send us a message or give us a call to place an order today.
Panty reshape and the corset and all the different items that the company has. And when she ordered the product for me, she just gave me 4 bottles and the rest was other stuff in there like panty reshapers and garments which I was never interested in. But I thank God that I took the bottle and get on my knees and I began to pray. And as I began praying to God and asking God to save my life, I began to pray to God and say, God, in the name of Jesus, I know for a fact that you have the authority to call me home at any time. But I literally asked God to extend my life. I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and asked God to spare my life. And I said, God, you can take my situation for your honor and glory, that men and women will have hope. And as I began to pray and ask God, I opened my eyes and I read the bottle again, and it says it has the pomegranate, it has the noni, it has acai berry and mangosteen and the goji berry all in one bottle this morning. And as I pray and I pray and ask God to heal me from cancer, I realized that the body needs 40 micronutrients to get my body back to alkaline because my acidity was bad. I was measuring 4 on the pH scale. On the pH measurement scale, I was a number 4 orange. It means that my acidity was extremely bad. The cancer was bad and it's going to kill me. And I prayed and asked God to to save my life. And I began drinking the juice. They told me to take 2 ounces 3 times a day, drink 6 ounces a day. This is my testimony this morning. I am saying to you right now that I took and drank 3 glasses of this juice every day, a bottle a day. So in the first month, I drank 30 bottles. Yes, my friends, when the people come and look for me and they ask me questions, somebody asked me one day, how much you pay for the juice? And I told him the price, and he told me it's too expensive. All I want is your money. I thank God I did not listen to him. Yes, my friends, I did not listen and take Ramgold advice from nobody, because that was the first time in my mind I realizing that, wait a second, it's too expensive, but yet still my life, my life was valuable. I wanted to live. I shall not live. I shall not die, but live to declare the word of the Lord. And as I continued to drink 30 bottles the first month, the first thing that happened to me, because of the prostate cancer that began to spread, that the lower back pain that was killing me, that could hardly move and be mobile, I thank God today that the pain began to reduce. I started to see a change. My energy started to spike up. But after drinking 30 bottles of the juice, I still had cancer. I still was suffering from cancer. So therefore, my friends and family began to advise me, don't you see it's not working? What garbage is this after drinking so much bottle? And if you're from Trinidad, you know Trinidadians speak. Trinidadian always speak in a fine. I find if you drink so much of stuff, it should have worked already. I find this and I find that and I find this. And one guy who told me that he find that I should have been healed already, and I asked him, what you suffering with? He told me it was diabetes. I said, for how long? 35 years. I said, what you use? He said, insulin. How many times a day? He said, twice a day. 35 years you're using the insulin and you ain't find nothing, but you're finding because I am drinking antioxidant. It should have worked already. And the second month, I did the same. And the third month, they said, Pastor, how you get the money? Let me tell you how I get the money. I became a distributor. I began to sell it. That's what I do. So when I sell, I made money. I buy more juice for myself. You can do the same if you have the willpower to do it. If you ask God for grace to do it, you can do the same. Yes, my friends, call me at 516-286-7079, 712-432-6822. Watch this. I was in 2010. By the third month, I'm up to 90 bottles. Yet I'm still suffering. I still have cancer. And by the fourth month, 120 bottles drinking. You're spending money, and all you want is your money, because you can see everything every day that all they want is your money, and they want your money. And this lady Bernadette, all she wants is your money and your money and your money and your money. But yet still we're going to Target and Macy's and giving them it. They don't want your money. Walmart don't want your money, but there's only one person in the world that telling me wants my money. It is so stupid. That's why don't take Ramgold advice from anybody who are more messed up than you are. I am telling you right now, the power 5, as I drink it, and I went back to the doctor in the 4th month, my PSA level dropped. That's why Brother Reyes in Queens called me recently and told me he have good news. The doctor can't find the cancer no more. That's why Sister Marilyn called me and told me that they can't find the cancer no more. That is why so many people have spoken to me and getting results. So today what I'm saying to you, the body needs 40 micronutrients, and as I drink it every day, because when you got chronic disease, any disease that the T cells and the B cells are not working, you need to go heavy. It's bad to be sick and broke. Therefore, you do, hallelujah, what you can do to survive. And there it was. By the 5th month, I continued to drink. By that time, my cousin come to speak to me and ask me about we should make plans for funeral. You should start preparing yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I thank God I went on the 5th month and the 6th month and the 7th month, December 20th, 2010, when I went back to the doctor and they did all the examination, including biopsy, and waited for the results in January. I thank God today that when he called me, he says, Pastor, your Jesus worked for you. He says your God came to for you because whatever you're doing, we cannot find the cancer no more in your system. That's why I am free from cancer. Call me at 516-286-7079. Call me at 712-432-6822. Watch this. I went back to see him the next day and I took the bottle with me and a brochure. And he asked me, what did I do? And I told him I drink the Power 5. He said, what else you use? I said, the Power 5. He said, you mean this? You didn't take nothing else? I said, no, sir, no, doc. This is all that I use. He asked me how much I use of it. I told him I drink a bottle a day. That's what I drink. He looked at me and says, a madman, but you did the right thing. He says, I don't know who inspired you to do it, but you have life today. And I thank God every day for life that I have. Yes, my friends, for life that I have. You need to call Pastor John. I am giving God glory today. That's why I will always give him glory. People ask me what else you use apart from the Power 5 as you continue to feel good and sustain your pH levels and everything. And then I tell them, watch this. I drink the Lviv every day, the Power 5. I drink clean alkaline drinking water. I drink my turmeric tea. And I drink my coffee with my Ganoderma and my daily detoxifier that I use. These are the 5 things I use every single day of my life. It worth it because I am not sick. I don't have no cancer. And I'm praising God for this today. In Jesus' name. Call me at 516-286-7079. Listen to this young woman as she testify also. Pleasant good evening to everyone, and welcome to our 8 o'clock meeting. Today I sent out the flyer early today and I had an error that is 8 o'clock instead of 12 o'clock and nobody correct me, so it's okay. All things work together for good that to them that love God and are called according to his purpose. I am a Holy Ghost spirit man. Everything that happens, I praise God for it. So I thank you for whatever you did today. This evening we want to talk about the Addis T cells immune virus power pack. This is a power pack that I will speak specifically, or 99% geared towards the respiratory system and the immune system. And this is what the persons need. I was listening to the news today. England is saying now that they find out that the new strain is killing people faster. And that there might be bad news on the horizon because this new strain, the virus may not recognize it. And the only thing left is to strengthen the T cells. It's to build up the respiratory system. Have all the vitamins and minerals in your body that you can stay healthy. They cry all over. People call me today. And we'll get that tomorrow. I'll be teaching this year. The concern, what do you have? What do you have? What do you have? What do you have? That's the biggest question. That's what your people should be asking you. What do you have? Let people know that you have a business specialized in health and wellness. You don't have to be like fighting with this product or whatever. Or you have something to help and assist build the respiratory system. Some of the guys in your area don't want to buy nothing from you. Just tell them you have something for the erectile dysfunction. That also I finished today also. Again, I put that pack together today. So this evening, this is not a generalized pack. This power pack is geared, and if you order 4 T-cells, 4 shields, and 4 multi-plus, $304 power pack plus shipping and handling. I can't play this. I almost disobey the rules. I'm on Facebook. Good to see Linda Caton. The only thing I would like to see you again is all your decorations and your stuff. If you market yourself, you're going to be great. You will be great in this business. Why? You have a similar energy I am. You love to sell. You love to sell.
Thank you, sir.
What you say, Sister Caton?
I say thank you.
You're welcome. God bless you. We are similar. This information about herbs, fruits, antioxidants, and other products is for general health information only. This presentation is not to be used as a substitute for medical advice of any health condition or problem. You should not rely on information provided in this statement for your own health problems. Any questions regarding your own health should be addressed to your own physician or other healthcare provider. Alkaline Pastogen makes neither warranty nor express or implied representation whatsoever regarding the accuracy, completeness, timeliness, comparative, or controversial nature or usefulness of any information contained by these statements. Alkaline. What's this here? Okay. Yeah. Alkaline Pastogen does not assume any risk whatsoever for the person listening to this information contained herein. Health-related information changes frequently, and therefore information containing these statements. Where did I? Containing these statements may be outdated, health-related information changes frequently, and therefore information contained these statements may be outdated, incomplete, or incorrect. Statements made about product have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, mitigate, care, or prevent any disease. Use of these statements does not create an express or imply patient-physician relationship. You are hereby advised to consult a physician or other healthcare provider. You are hereby advised to consult a physician or other professional healthcare provider prior to making any decision or undertaking any action or not undertaking any action relating to any information related to any healthcare problem or issues you might have at any time now or in the future. You agree that neither Alkaline Pastogen nor any other party is or will be liable or otherwise responsible for any decision made or any action taken or any action not taken due to your use of information presented. You also agree that neither Alkaline Pastogen nor any other party are not medical doctors, and I don't want to practice medicine. We just want to teach you how to live healthy. Every time you eat, get it to your system. You're either feeding a disease or you're fighting it. Our bodies needs antioxidants that will destroy free radicals. When free radicals are destroyed, the body now enjoys healthy atoms. Our bodies are constantly being bombarded by these free radicals because of the air we breathe, the water we drink, the water in our bath, the pesticides on our fruits and vegetables, the chemicals we clean with, the preservatives on our processed food, our high sugar intake is causing problems, your lack of sleep, and the cookware we cook with. Challenges. The whole world is in problems right now. Now we have to build high rises. We have to live on top of each other because there is no more space on the earth to live. If we start taking down what happens to the challenges in the world is because We start, for example, you go Atlanta and all these different gated areas were all forests with all trees, and they cut them down and they build houses for people to live. Beautiful houses. But the trees are designed to breathe in the toxins from the air so that we can breathe much better than how we are breathing now. So the air pollution has become more toxic and increased based on what it was before in your area in which you live. It has increased immensely. Malnutrition, obesity, financial problem is on the rise. Our solution is the perfect balance. Reshape, revive, and begin to earn. Begin to earn, because the question is, do you have what it takes to earn 90,000 in 90 days? Or do you have what it takes to earn $0 in 90 days? Whatever suits your fancy, I'm cool, I'm with you. This is either or. One thing is for certain. I know this for a fact. I don't know what you will earn in 90 days, but I know 90 days will come and go from January 1st to the end of, and you come 90 days, whatever date it landed in literal dates in March or early April. I know 90 days is one definite sure thing that will happen. The question is, what have I achieved in those 90 days, in 120 days? What have I achieved? Some of us, like someone, I speak to someone today, he's about my age, so I know you're working for about 40 years now. I'm still figuring out how do I get money to purchase the things that I need. That's a bad situation. After 40 years of working, and maybe don't have the finance to just buy simple stuff that the body needs. It is tough. Therefore, Alkaline Pastor John cannot and will not make any guarantees about your ability to get results, to earn any money with our program, information, tools, or strategies. The plan rewards you for selling products and services to your customers. While the opportunity is unlimited, individual results will certainly vary depending on many factors, such as commitment levels, individual efforts, or marketing skills. Any and all income projections should not be considered as guarantees or projection of your actual earnings or profit. The number in this presentation reflects estimate prepared by Alkaline Pastor John. And by the way, tomorrow we are doing the slim caps. It's all ready. I could have done it tonight. Success with a company results only from active participation and successful marketing efforts, which do require work, commitment, and diligence on your part. Addis Life Immune Virus Power Pack. It's off the chain. The thymomodeline and vitamin D, vitamin and zinc, and all the other vitamins and minerals. Bear with me. We'll come to that in a moment. In case you missed it, I make no medical claims. You decide this month, supervisor rank. If you have never been a supervisor, hold on to it, and go for it. You got 7 days to do it. $1,000. If you have never been a director yet in your life at Artists International, go for it. You got 7 days to do it, to earn $4,000. If you have never been a president in Artist Life, you have 7 days left for you to accomplish the goal, $10,000. Earn as you go along. Begin to build. Earn at least $300 every single month. When you enroll or you partner up with 3 business partners, you will earn $300. This is just an example. It pains me to put this up here because I need to have all my people together with me. This one do 3, this one do 6, this one do 9, this one do 25. Just run with it. invite 3 people to your meetings, and see your life change eventually. This is the basic fundamental. Just like read the Bible and pray every day is the basic fundamental in your Christian walk with God. That's the beginning. That's the best thing you could ever start doing. In business, get people to know about your business. The Vanity of Life states that lots of money in the bank, lots of designer clothing and jewelry, fleet of cars, boats, home, state-of-the-art church building, even the church get caught up in vanity. Oh, yes, we have it nice. Oh, sweet. The more sweeter we build a sanctuary, somehow we believe is the more holier all of us inside of it become. But a weak immune system, and I'm not against a nice sanctuary, but we just get caught up. But a weak immune system, all the time spent acquiring these possessions while neglecting our health has proven to be a poor decision. The Epistle of John explained to us and prayed for us. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper. Be in health even as thy soul prosper. Make this word standard for your life. You hear what I'm saying to you? Make this word the standard for your life. Never again must a child of God be defenseless against any virus. What I'm about to say to you, if you listen, at least if you begin to strengthen your immune system, you will never again caught defenseless against any virus, infection, disease, because our bodies are unhealthy. What good is it to be highly anointed? What good is it to be speaking in tongues? What good is it skidding up your face praying like if everybody's scared? Oh my God, look how good, look how she holy, look how he holy. Oh my God, he's so holy. Have thousands of followers, but in poor health. What am I saying to every one of my distributors? Start writing letters to the churches. Find the addresses. Write a letter to the pastor. Draft up a letter. Ask me to help you draft up a letter. Send them out to the churches. Watch. Send 10 and see one responding to you now because they are hurting. The church is hurting badly. People of God, especially leaders, the anointing needs a healthy body. To carry it. This virus have exposed many of us. I'm giving you something, a market that most of us left and turned our backs on, and they're doing it. Come and get me over and over. Small businesses that are shut down and leaving families with little or nothing to survive. We have a great business opportunity to offer them. Every year, 25 to 69,000 people in the USA die from the common flu. Right now, I think it went up to about 32 or 33,000 people already died this year from the common flu. We have over 420,000 people die from coronavirus, chronic lower respiratory disease, another 160,000. That's 580,000. Anything related to respiratory disease. And what about the influenza and pneumonia? I said 35, no, it's 55,000, right? So add another 55,000 to 580. We're talking about 15 is 650, 645,000 people already died this year in America, all relating to respiratory situation, all relating to cannot breathe as I ought to breathe. It is frightening to say the least. The gift of life says, this life, T cells, immune, virus, power pack, because the immune system compasses of a diverse group of cells that perform important immunity enhancing function throughout the entire body. All the research suggested, all the scientists suggested that the ingredients which I will talk about in a moment And the Addis Life T-Cell Immune Virus Power Pack may help regulate the immune functioning and enhance the overall health. I should have, by the time I come back with it again, I'll give you the option of the capsules for the multi-plus, so those, it may make it easier for transportation, but nevertheless, it's too late now. We'll run with this here. Increasing your intake of this power pack, the nutrients and dietary factors, is a potent strategy for optimizing your immune health. Natural strategies for strengthening the immune system are in high demand these days. That's why I said the church. Okay, I don't want to go to the church, the bars. Every single group of people needs you. Every single client. We are the opposite to the undertaker. Every single person is a client for the undertaker, and every single person now who wish to live is our clients. And it's not hard to see why it's in high demand. As the world prepares itself for uncertainty of what lies ahead, one thing is certain: actively working to maintain a healthy immune system is a trend we all will be wise to follow, not only for the health of ourselves, but the health of our communities. Let's put it simply this way: the immune system is a defense. The immune system is a defense system that helps protect the body from invading pathogens such as viruses and bacteria. It encompasses a diverse group. Hold on a second. Let me mute out this person. Good. It encompasses a diverse group of immune-related cells that can be broadly categorized. I get tight tongue, oh boy, as either innate or adaptive immune cells based on their different properties and mechanism. No one knows. Science don't know why the thymus function at this peak when you are young and weakens as we age. Listen, you would like to think that it will stay strong throughout your life, or you will stay young throughout your entire life, or even adapt and strengthen with age. This weakened characteristics may explain why COVID-19 have fewer effects on children whose thymus is fully functional, why the elderly succumbs to it easier. Our thymus atrophies as we age, and its function becomes immunologically weaker. The primary function of the thymus gland is helping develop the T lymphocytes. The T is for thymus. The bone marrow produces immature T cells that make their way through the bloodstream to the thymus, where they mature into functional T cells essential for first-line immunity against foreign cells, including all different types of virus, over 200 different types of virus. Maybe there's 203 different types because we recently get 3 more. The COVID-19, we got the 2 others which they have yet to name. Maybe COVID-20, COVID-21 could be. So for example, the majority of deaths from COVID-19 as well as seasonal influenza are due to respiratory tract complications leading to pneumonia, especially those over 65 years of age. This immune virus power pack may help support cardiovascular health, the brain function, mental health, and you guessed it, the immune system. Without a strong immune system, you are vulnerable. It doesn't matter how much you run and jump up or whatever the case to be. We need to have a strong immune system. Just like your spiritual life, you need to have the shield of faith. You need to have the whole armor of God on. It doesn't matter how you jump up and skin up your face and pray or whatever. If you don't have on the armor, you are vulnerable. So the Addis Life T-Cells Immune Virus Power Pack may help modulate the growth of cellular response of various types of immune cells. What's this here? For example, study shows that the supplementation of the thymomodulin may help enhance the response of antibodies. That is what it does. It builds antibodies to fight against viruses. It may help promote the immune response of lymphocytes, which is the white blood cells. This immune virus power pack, respiratory power pack, that's a better name. You see, I'm learning as I go along. This T cells immune respiratory power pack may be used for infection, including infectious disease, including recurrent respiratory infection, the colds, the flu, H1N1, swine flu, hepatitis B and C, Epstein-Barr virus, herpes, shingles, sinusitis, and AIDS and HIV. My friends, watch this. That's why it can be said very easily. It may act as an antifungal, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, antihistamine, antiviral protection shield for the body. Order it now. 1, 2, 3. Put them all together. You can use the capsules, multi-plus, and they're all good. This immune respiratory power pack may have antiviral properties. Most viruses, as we should know, or most of us in the wellness industry knows, have a specific structure wherein the portion that causes infection is covered by encapsulating region. When in contact with a human cell, the infective portion is released into the cell and left for multiplication. When such a component enters the body, the immune cells are activated and they release which is called antibodies. You need thymomodulin in order to do so. This immune virus power pack contribute to your body's first response once it has recognized a pathogen. Do this by influencing the production and activity of the natural killer cells. Natural killer cells work by causing infective cells to employ a process called apoptosis. It may help clean up the cellular mess by producing specialized cells to mount an immune response, including the neutrophils, the lymphocytes, and the phagocytes. Most colds are caused by a type of virus called the rhinovirus and the coronavirus. So when we think about colds, we think about 70% is caused by rhinovirus and 30% is caused by coronavirus, which thrives and multiply in the nasal passage and the throat, which is the upper respiratory system. The Addis Life T-Cells Immune Respiratory Power Pack may help work by preventing the rhino and coronavirus from doing what? Multiplying in your system. It may also help stop the rhino and coronavirus from lodging into the mucous membranes of the throat and nose. Let me give you an example. Keep water close by wherever you go, or any type of liquid drink for this matter. I am not going to pass airs and say this one is better than none. But anytime you feel a dingling in your throat, anytime you feel the throat is dry, every time you feel an itch in your throat, I want you to run for your life and start to drink water. Why I want you to do it? It will assist the removal of what might be, and most likely, a pathogens just get lodged into your throat. Have water in your nightstand where you sleep. You get to bed and you feel it, just turn and drink some water. I don't care how much time. Oh, I'm getting my pee. I like the wee-wee. I don't like the wee-wee in the night, but put on a pamper. Put plastic in your bed and pee in bed. Do whatever you want. I don't care. Just don't get sick. You hear what I'm saying? Read my lips. I don't care if you pee every single second. Just do not get sick. Some studies have found that this respiratory power pack may help reduce the duration of cold and flu and virus infections and sore throat, and may help reduce the number of the upper respiratory infection in children. It may be essential to fight infections, cold and viruses and diseases, and it includes the thymomodulin, amactine, which is, I should put L-arginine, let's leave it as this here, elderberry, ginseng, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, B complex, that's supposed to be B complex there, zinc, calcium, magnesium, psyllium, copper, manganese, chromium, and potassium. All three of these combined is rock and loaded. There is no letting up. Go very hard with your immune system. This Valentine's Day, this is the gift pack to buy your girlfriend. Buy it for your husband. Buy it for your wife. Wrap it up, and I don't care what you wrap it up. Wrap it up in newspaper, anything. Just give it to them and tell them drink like drunken sailor going out of style. This ideal power pack maintains the structure of the cells in the skin, respiratory tract, and gut. This forms a barrier and is your body's first line of defense. If fighting a cold, flu, virus, or infection was like a football game, this power pack would be a forward line. We also need the T cells, immune respiratory power pack, to help make antibodies, which I stated earlier, which neutralize the pathogens that cause infection. This is like assigning more of your team to target an opposition player who has the ball to prevent them from scoring. Don't you understand? When the pathogens lodge in your mucous membranes, the pathogens now have the ball, it get a hold of your life. I told someone today, he was expressing to me a situation with prostate cancer. And I had to level with him. When you get sick, especially chronic disease and more specific, cancer, as I am a cancer survivor, your whole life changed forever. I say everything you're discussing with me, you got to forget it. Your life has changed. Everything, your lifestyle, the things you do, your breathing, everything changed forever. And it will be that way until you die. The question is, if we could stay away from getting sick, will be the best thing. And I beg people every day, do what you need to do. Do not get sick. Because when your body is fighting an infection, it experiences what is called oxidative stress. When oxidative stress starts to get your system, I'm feeling a little feverish and all this other stuff. Oxidative stress leads to, she's under the weather. I don't feel good, but I really don't know what it is. The person have a headache. They're feeling weak, fatigue, loss of energy. Oxidative stress leads to the production of free radicals, which can pierce the cell walls, causing the contents to leak into tissues exhibiting inflammation. exhibiting inflammation. This Addis Life Immune Respiratory Power Pack may help kill pathogens, and it also regulates the enzyme reaction essential for immune cells to recognize and target pathogens. Bad boy. Pathogen is a bad boy. Bad boy, bad boy. What you gonna do when T cells come for you? What you gonna do? Where's my T cell? I already took my 2 already for the. What you gonna do when this come for you? Bad boy. Keep it in your pocket. The Addis T cells immune respiratory power pack may help promote circulation, resulting in improved blood flow. It may help stimulate the release of growth hormone. It may help improve immune function. It may help with male fertility and improve the sperm production. It may help reduce the risk of blood clots and stroke. It may help support normal blood pressure. It may help improve the vascular function for patients with angina. It may help recovery after heart attack because it regulates the endothelium. It may help prevent and treat cardiovascular disease. It may help reduce the growth of cancerous cells. T cells, immune respiratory power pack may help with diabetes and is a metabolic disorder which is primarily characterized by high blood pressure levels due to reduced production of insulin. Type 1 diabetes is sometimes caused due to autoimmune condition wherein the T cells attack the beta cells of the pancreas, leading to insulin deficiency. Just came to my mind, forget to bring one slide up, but let me say to you tomorrow, we are relaunching our Caribbean initiatives. Our partners in the Caribbean going to have a fresh start when it comes to shipping and packaging and everything. So look out for the Caribbean. We are coming tomorrow at 4 p.m. All is invited tomorrow at 4 p.m. New York time for those in the Caribbean and the eastern end. Well, I should say Jamaica is space on the eastern end too. But nevertheless, 5 o'clock Trinidad, St. Vincent and Barbados time, and 4 o'clock Jamaica. You have the same time as New York time right now. But nevertheless, I will be available tomorrow, God's willing. And the owners of Addis International, Alejandro and Elvia Diaz-Dilian, will be available tomorrow. Now, this statement I'm about to make here is a reinforcement. Because sometimes we got to say it once, we got to say it twice, and we got to say it 3 times. We are trained in school, when we speak into patients, find 3 different ways to reinforce the point what they should do when whatever you recommend. So at least they should get one, maybe one of the phraseology, one of the statement may get through to them. It may have the unique ability to block an enzyme that causes inflammation while combating free radical damage to highly sensitive organs like your brain and your heart and the lungs, the kidney and liver. In the case of chronic inflammation, this T cells immune respiratory power pack lowers the activity of the immune system, interestingly in time of generalized weakness or in case of infection. The Addis Life T cells immune respiratory power pack serve as an immune stimulant agent. It has also been shown to help with ulcers and ADHD and acne, sickle cells, erectile dysfunction, and other conditions. It may help to ward off the flu, reduces inflammation, reduces the risk of heart disease, and lower the cholesterol. It may help treat the onset of diabetes, tuberculosis, dizziness, blood vision, and chronic cough. If you really want to protect yourself from COVID-19, it's best to follow the measures already set in place by WHO and the CDC. These include social distancing, washing your hands frequently, and not touching your face. Adding the Addis Life T-Cells Immune Respiratory Power Pack to your daily diet is a great way to boost and improve your immune system. For instance, it may help improve the body's resistance to all kinds of disease, and the body is more naturally able to defend itself. I trust by now I have your undivided attention, because once you better understand what chronic inflammations, acids, and toxins are, how it's causing disease inside of your body, and that the Addis Life T-Cells Immune Virus Power Pack or Respiratory Power Pack may be a natural solution available to stop its damaging effects.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world, the Street919FM.com. Entertainment, information, conversation. All on Street 91.9 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
Enagic change your water, change your life. Enagic water purifier, one machine, 5 types of water. Enagic makes strong Kangen water with an 11.5 pH. Kangen water with 8.5 to 9.5 pH, healthy drinking and cooking water. Clean water with 7.0 pH. Beauty water for skin, hair, and plants with a 6.0 pH. Strong acid water with a 2.5 pH. This water is known to disinfect, kill viruses and bacteria. Listen to the Street 919 FM with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday from 9:05 a.m. to 10 a.m. and every Wednesday from 8:05 p.m. to 9 p.m. as he talks to you weekly about how to improve your quality of life through purifying and drinking water. For more information, call or WhatsApp Pastor John at 516-286-7079.
This is Wayne Delamore, Head Consultant and Director of Natural Health Solution. With over 15 years of experience in clinical nutrition and microscopy, we specialize in early detection and prevention. We incorporate evidence-based nutrition and science-driven analysis. Tune in to our educational program every Wednesday at 9:05 to 9:55 a.m. right here on the Street 91.9 FM. For appointments, call 222-2189 or 304-5816. At Natural Health Solutions, we offer a natural solution to healthy living.
If you're a small or medium business looking to grow, then you simply need more customers. This is where we can help. Did you know people are Googling keywords right now for your products and services, but they can't find you? We help small businesses just like yours take advantage of online ninja advertising techniques to get more customers and more sales. Did you know there are thousands of businesses in Trinidad and Tobago that are not properly taking advantage of online marketing strategies? This means there's plenty of opportunity for you. We can help you put together targeted marketing campaigns using Google, Facebook, Instagram, etc. to get you more customers, all while spending pennies on the dollar. Give us a call today for your free business consultation. Call 363-4030. That's 363-4030. One more time, 363-4030.
This year, avoid bacteria with seeds, cleaning supplies. Made locally, superior quality, a family brand you can't deny. Detergents formulated to
trusted brand for household cleaning. Visit us on Facebook and Instagram at C's Cleaning Supplies. Place an order by calling us on 340-4610.
Hey guys, it's Aisha Wells here. Listen up. If you're considering selling or renting your house in Trinidad and Tobago, then call Keelan George with O'Neill's Real Estate Group. He's a good friend of mine and he's been in the business for over 6 years. First, selling real estate in Atlanta, Georgia, and now right here in Trinidad and Tobago. He has a strategic online marketing presence that actually attracts thousands of home buyers and renters. Plus, with his home selling advice and techniques, he's getting homes sold really fast. Keelan will actually guarantee you sell your home, or get this, you can cancel the listing agreement and pay nothing at any time. That's right, you heard me, nothing at any time. Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, people. Check out www.o'neillrealestatetT.com. O'Neill is spelled O-N-E-I-L, or just call Keelan direct at 363-4030. That's 363-4030.